out the roots, he let the beats build, bitch. And we never switch. Even if I'm rich, I'll be broke like I'm Mitch. Niggas talking down, but that's headed in the wrong direction. But I knock that shit out like the boxing section. Cause they can't touch what they can't see. All I gotta do is be the same me. All I gotta do is keep it cheap. Always be the same me. While I'm solid, boy, they can't change me. No.
We live from the boxing section, you dusty ass niggas. What's going on, man? We live from the boxing section, man. What's going on? Listen, we back again with another like the other one. Same soup we heated. Man, listen, man. I'm glad I was wrong. April 22nd, it's going down. Tank Davis, Ryan Garcia, man. I'm glad I was wrong. I really am. I'm super glad I was wrong. Yeah, I was glad. I'm glad I was wrong. You know what I'm saying? Because now we finally get a fight that we really, really want. We get a fight that we've been asking for. So I guess boxing's headed in the right direction, right? So that's cool. That's cool. I mean, I'm excited about that. At least we getting that. You know what I'm saying? At least we getting a big fight. You know what I'm saying? Something that the casual fans know about. Something that we all want to see. Something that we're all excited about. Before I really get into it, let me do this. Murphy Brown, salute to my brother. Appreciate you for sliding through. But yeah, it's something that we all wanted. Something that we really wanted. Excuse me. So, hey man, I'm happy. I'm happy that they're giving us what we want. You know what I'm saying? As much of a pessimist as I've been, I've been very pessimistic. You know what I'm saying? No question about it, no doubt about it. But boxing haven't given us anything to hang our hats on, to be excited about, to be happy about, to be juiced about. Like we haven't got that. We haven't got it. We haven't got enough. We haven't got enough. You know what I'm saying? We haven't got enough. Enough big fights. You know what I'm saying? Enough things to hold us over. You know, this Ryan Garcia Tank fight was gonna hold us over, right? It's still not the fight we really, really, really want, but it's something that we'll take. I'll take it. I'll take it. You know what I'm saying? I'll take it, man. I'm at this point in my boxing life, not too picky. You know what I'm saying? Not too picky. Shit, I'm just happy to get something big. You know what I'm saying? And we in the right direction. And then next month there's Lomachenko versus Devin Haney, and maybe the winner out of both these fights fight each other. You know what I'm saying? That's what we really need. That's what we really want. You know what I'm saying? A Tank Devin fight would be huge. It'd be a great fight, I believe. I think Devin Haney's gonna win. But could he lose to Tank Davis? Of course, man. Tank Davis is a fucking monster. He's a beast. But for me, I'm just excited, bro. You know what I'm saying? Now, we didn't get the I know we didn't get like the Terrence Crawford Earl Spence fight, whatever like that. But at least boxing is giving us something. Hold on, real quick. Blurry. Yeah. So I'm just glad we got something, you know what I'm saying? In April, It's gonna be packed to the max. March, we kicking it off though. March is kicking it off. We got David Benavidez versus Caleb Plant. That's like the big fight of the month. Um, that's great. The only thing I want to see, I know it's push the pull the cart before the horse. I'm going like way further out, but PBC always has a great front end. I want to see the back end. I want to see what fights we get at the end of the year. You know what I'm saying? I know we got some good fights at the beginning of the year. I want to see what we get at the end of the year. I want to see if it's going to be a consistent work rate. You know what I'm saying? And shout out to Tony Harrison, just touched down in Australia. I believe he's going to win that fight, bro. I think it's not even going to be close. He's going to outbox him. I don't think he's going to allow Tim Tszyu to land a big shot on him. You know what I'm saying? And his defense is suspect. So I'm hoping that Tony Harrison can get it done. I would love to see a Charlo Harrison number 3. You know what I'm saying? I love to see that trilogy. Both fights were close, although Tony Harrison got knocked out in the last fight. The fight was close. Those fights, two good fights from them boys. Man, get the smoke. Salute to my brother. Let me put this link in the chat, by the way. Hold on, Smoke. Let me put this link in the chat, bro. I thought I moving too fast or not fast enough. Get this real quick. Bang. Boom. Boom. Yeah. So if you want to join the panel, the link is in the chat. If you want to join the panel, the link is definitely in the chat. Yeah, man. Dude, the weather is so trash. Dude, you see what I got on, bro? This ain't for fashion. This is because it's cold as shit. And I lost my I lost my other beanie, my gray beanie. Shit, I'm about to put my security beanie on. Boy, it's so goddamn cold in here. But yeah, man. Excited, bro. Boxing is doing some good things for us, you know what I'm saying? They're allowing us to be excited. So first half of the year is pretty good. I think we're gonna get it's gonna get even better by April. I think April's gonna kick it off something special. Man, hold on, man. We do a little something special for the guy coming in, man. I ain't did this in a while, so I need to go ahead and bring it on back. 2 to the chest, motherfucker.
To your chest, like pow. You already know, both from left and right. What's up, man? How you feeling? This shit is fucking lame, man. Yeah, I came out this morning to run my fucking errands. It was all dumping rain and shit. What the fuck? And it's been like really nice the last week. I thought we were done with after the floods and all that shit. I put my sandbags away and all that shit. Now, anyway, I'm over it.
Right back out.
It's cold and wet. Yeah, what's up, Combo? Yeah, man. Plus, my heating bill is like generally like $450 a month, right? Last month, this shit was $800.
Damn.
Like, they no warning, no nothing, just like damn near double.
You don't have like sweaters and stuff in your house, blankets.
Man, listen, I'm not fucking with Kyle. Kyle looks like he's on a hike right now. I ain't doing that shit. I got no shirt on. I'm comfortable with my shit. I just bitch about the fucking price hike. I'm not going that far.
No,
what's y'all temperature right now?
Give me a cup so I can get some milk.
I mean, it's not nothing like the East Coast. Stop it. We're not.
I was about to say, what is it?
It's never that bad.
I don't even have a coat today. I'm just like.
Oh yeah, no, it's it hold up. Like,
I ain't with none of this cold shit, bro. None of it. Hold on, my kid's already tripping this morning. Hold on.
Yeah, it's 48 degrees right now.
48 degrees?
And yeah, raining.
Man, if you don't turn that goddamn heat on.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Kyle's doing ski. He's going skiing in his fucking living room.
Yeah, you just got put the socks on and a nice little sweater. Let the kids put on socks and a sweater, and you good. But at 40-something degrees, with the ambient temperature and everything, the house is probably sitting around 60 right now. So he needs to turn on the heat.
Yeah, a coat and a sweater indoors. I thought you were coming back with earmuffs and like gloves. Oh, you on mute?
Cause I'm about to put my gloves on, man. That's how cold it is, this motherfucker. I'm about to put my gloves on, dude. I'm telling you, it's fucking freezing out here.
7. Hey, what time did that UFC fight get over with?
Would you say smoke? Would you say
The UFC fight. That UFC fight.
Yo, that's this weekend. That's John Jones, man. I'm excited.
Yeah, what time do you think that shit's gonna be over with?
I don't even know. Shit.
7:45, 10. I just got a call for. I don't even want to do that damn contract anymore. Fuck them. I'm not calling them back.
Well, what is
I don't want the money. I don't want the money.
So look at DC with the fucking sunshine and shit. That's some bullshit.
Yeah.
That's some bullshit for real right now. Like Kyle got his fucking hoodie on indoors, and this dude outside, like sunshine and shit in February in the goddamn America. The world is fucked up.
And I'm sexy as a motherfucker.
And the wind just be blowing hella fucking hard.
Man, stop complaining. Turn your damn heat on. All this overtime you working. Actually, I should tell them.
My heater is on, but it don't work in the garage though.
Oh.
Hold on, bro. These damn kids.
I should tell they ass 40 an hour because it's for a UFC fight, and I don't like UFC anyway, and I don't want to do the contract. 1, 2, that's 2 right there. I'm some Sean and him. And if I do 40 an hour, I pay them 11 an hour to keep the rest. I hear women. Man. Hold on. Everybody pause up, man. How y'all all pause up like that? Hundo.
Yeah, well, I guess I'm the only one holding it down. I'm like looking around the room. You on mute? How it been?
Yeah, man.
You know,
fight coming up, man.
What? Which fight?
I think his thumbnail said something about he wanted to talk about Ryan and Tank. It's made. Are you gonna be there?
Okay. Well, first off, I'm doing my usual a shade better than spectacular. Thank goodness. And I'm actually doing a live later on, going into depth about my thoughts about this fight particularly. But for Kyle's, I don't think I'm going to be there, but I do think that I'll be having a fight party.
Okay, so you're not gonna go to the Vegas fight? You're not gonna go to Vegas for the fight?
No, this is not the one that's gonna get me out there. Sorry, it's close,
okay.
but like that's
Well,
not the one. Like where Crawford Spence, that'll get me out there.
David Benavidez and Plant.
Nah,
you good?
I mean, I watch it, but that's probably I'll probably end up watching that shit by myself. Maybe the fan bam will watch it too. I don't know.
Let me know. I need somebody for the UFC fight.
The UFC, yeah, that's probably me on the lonesome too. Like John Jones, he was hot around the fan bam, like a half decade ago, but yeah, that was a while back. I mean, he was nice. Like that whole what was it? The Teixeira from that little era right there. Like he had a nice little run from Teixeira to Cormier.
Uh-huh.
He had a nice little run.
So what fight? So you said the only fight that gets you out there, is the Ryan Garcia and I mean not Garcia. You said like Earl and Spence. That fight will get you there.
Yeah.
Dude, but you're not far from it. I don't get it. Like what's the hold up? Like you're right there.
Yeah, I don't care about that fight like that. Like if it was at Staples, I'd be like, okay, fine, I'll focus with Staples. But like I don't like this fight is for what? Like I don't think Ryan is that good. I mean, this is just another guy. I've already seen Tank knock out this guy. Guys like this over and over again. Like, the fuck? Like what? I need to go to Vegas to see a Cali dude get knocked out for? Like it's not.
But I'm pretty sure. But I'm pretty sure they're gonna have a heck of a. I'm pretty sure they're gonna have a heck of a undercard.
Well, I mean, have at it. I'll be watching it to the extent that they televise it. Like I'll be, hopefully they figure out how to put that kind of stuff on like YouTube or whatever. So at least we can watch it, like the fighters, and these fights get broadcast somehow. But like I said, like Vegas is like a charter flight. Like we have in Oakland, so you can fly commercial, or you could actually get like a chartered flight and not have security, blow your weed, do whatever the fuck you want to do. And it's 45 minutes to Vegas, no problem. I don't have a problem. I do that shit, but this fight's not gonna make me do that shit.
Wow, man! I
didn't expect it, man. My house is comfortable as fuck. You don't understand? Like I'm good.
Smoke said he got his weed, he got his pussy. Like I don't want to leave. Why would I?
Yeah, like what the fuck? Like why do I have to subject myself to like strangers and the police to watch
you
fight? I already know the outcome for. That I would go to if it was like in the in one of the dude's hometown. Say again.
You don't know the outcome of the David and Plant outside of David being a very flat-footed fighter.
Yeah, but I don't care about the outcome of that fight. Like that's a different thing. Like this one, I already know the outcome. Like I got some B-more family. I would maybe fly to B-more, but that's hell far for this fight. Staples Center, that VIP is nice. Like you just sit in the fucking. Sit in your seat. They come and they give you, they come and take your order.
Staples Center, that's LA. That's where the Lakers play at, right?
Yeah, what'd you say?
Is that where the Lakers play at?
Yeah, and the Clippers. It's the Crypto Center now, but it's always gonna be Staples Center for me. But whatever.
Oh wow, I didn't know they share a thing. I didn't know they share a stadium.
Yeah, if you go up to they have that like in the VIP, man, they have their own goddamn concession stands, and they have waiters and waitresses and shit. You just you can sit in couches, you can just chill the fuck out. Like you don't have to, like I don't know, like Vegas. I don't know, man. Like fuck all that. Like Vegas is like First off, it's like kind of a week for me, not like an event, like not one specific event of like overnight, but it's like I'm used to going there for conventions and stuff.
Okay.
So I just like the way I experience Vegas is like a little bit different. I'm not like I will go to fights if I'm there for a convention, and then I'll go to other shit. And so, but it's not just about the fight. Like I wouldn't go out there.
You make a whole event out of it, correct?
Yeah, exactly.
Like it's not just
like while I'm at a convention, I'll go see the fights, kind of shit. I don't gamble like that, so. But Sheldon lives out there now, right?
No, not yet. She's out there now. I'm here. I'm still here. I'm stacking up some more bread. I'm still here. I'm in a little 1-bedroom bullshit scrap pad. But she's out there now taking care of business. Getting everything.
What's up, Mr.
Moore? Took the U-Haul out there Saturday and shit. What's up, y'all?
What's up, man? That's how it's supposed to be, man. That's what partnership is about. You can literally
you gotta have a, like we was talking the other day, bro. You gotta have a partner that you can trust. You know, you got your best interest at heart, and it's gonna do the things that you can't do. When you can't step up, she can step in for you.
Yeah, no, that's dope.
Well, you like don't necessarily have to have that person also be the person you get your orgasms off of, right? Like you can source that shit out. That's lucky what you're talking about.
Yeah. It's lucky. It's lucky when you can also do that too. Yeah, it's also lucky when you can also. She also fine as hell, and you can go ahead and have your fantasy role plays with her. You know.
I'm practicing celibacy, so I'm not indulging in.
Oh my God!
Have you mastered, or are you just practicing?
What's wrong with you, nigga? Why you ain't get? What happened? Your heart got broke.
Celibate, man.
Your heart got broke.
I'm sick, man. My heart.
Hey, Smoke. Smoke. That's code for his heart got broke. Smoke.
Well, see, here's the thing, man. So here's the thing. Like you run the course, like you have these identities about sex, and then they run their course, and then you have to come up with new identities. Like you know, if you don't like husband is just one of them. Boyfriend's another one. Like just fucking is another one. Like if you run through the course of all these identities, yeah, you might want to take a step back, figure out what it is you want to be, like what's your identity, and then you go back into the fucking fray, right?
That's why I guess when you young niggas was tripping when you heard me and Smoke tell you that pussy was overrated.
No, it is. You know, I understand. That's why I don't chase it. Man.
Oh, you get it now.
I'm celibate.
You didn't get it then, but you get it now.
Celibate, dude. Like, I've been celibate, bro.
He was just in something last night, man.
Kyle, why you putting that man business in the street, Kyle?
Yeah, listen, I saw my man titties out. Like, if he's celibate, like he's because somebody's trying to buy a bit.
Don't.
Hey, so Combo.
He don't know what
I'm doing. I know Smoke probably won't come. Smoke is so busy with his other ventures. You know, Smoke is an entrepreneur. He got other ventures going on. But y'all coming to the fight on 25th?
What fight is the 25th?
Benavidez and Plant.
Oh yeah. Man, so I can't double back, man, because you got the 25th. It's too much in April, man. Like I said, I got
okay. You fucking with Tank, huh? You fucking with Tank around?
Yeah, I think I'm going to pour that one. I'm gonna try to still pour the Shakur.
Smoke, are you coming out, Smoke, or not?
Give me some historic shit to come out for, man. Like like Vegas. I mean, like the homies is cool. I want to it's. When it comes right down to it, man, like all that shit to go out to Vegas. Like I was down for Bud and Spence. Like I said, I was about to do all that shit.
Well, we was all down for that. Yeah,
you know what I mean? I was ready to get the break out the cigars. Let's get the MGM. Like let's go to Villas. Let's do all that shit. Fucking spent like goddamn. What is it? Tank and goddamn. Ryan, man.
Yeah,
come on, man. Like I fuck, like I said, I fuck with the Staples Center, like where I watched the Lakers and the Clippers. Fucking that's one of them fights. But go to Vegas for that shit? Nah.
I'd rather. Now I tell you what I would do if I had the money. I ain't got the money right now. What I would do is go Saturday. That's what I would do. But I
what's happening on Saturday?
Oh, John Jones returns. I would definitely go to that.
See, I've never been in UFC. I never even thought about it until you just mentioned it right now. I never even thought
I would
about it.
definitely do that. My money ain't right. With this move, my money ain't right. So, them UFC tickets ain't cheap either.
Nah. I don't even know anybody's been to one.
Yeah, them UFC tickets expensive, bro.
Are they good? Is it fun to go there? Like I mean,
yes, it's a great time now. I've been to one. It's a great fucking time. It's just the tickets, man. It's like, come on, man. I mean, John Jones is, he's a legend in MMA, but he's John Jones. He's not motherfucking, fucking Marvin Hagler.
Yeah, man. I don't know what's happening in LA right now, but in the Bay, it's like raining. It's like
it's raining like a son of a bitch. It's raining like a son of a bitch. It's raining like a motherfucker out here.
Yeah. So like in my house, I have ambient heat. I have a couch. I got a stock fridge. There's no strangers around. I'm up a private road. I'm good. I'm chilling. Like to get me out of my fucking house, you gotta give me something. You gotta give me a reason, right? What'd you say?
He needed to get a call. He had to get a call.
Yeah, he said he needed to get a call, man. But
yeah, I'm not trying to stunt nobody else's shit. I'm not trying to yuck anybody else's yum. I'm just saying.
You are, man. You shooting down these. Listen, honestly, the best thing about these fights we've been having is that the undercards have been really good undercards. Like we've been getting some very competitive undercards and some decently,
it's a pain in the ass to go to the Coliseum for shit. Like you trying to tell me to go out of state? Like now I got to get on a plane. I mean, I'm good. Like, see, here's the thing. Like, shit, I'm not even gonna go.
Stop complaining and just go. Okay. Stop.
I mean, I would. Like I said, I have a solution for going to Vegas with all like the shit that I would be wanting to go to Vegas for. Like, I don't have to go through security like that.
Max is driving down. Right, Max is going down. Who else? Max, Cal, I think is going. I'm gonna be there. Money, I'm trying to get money to go.
Goddamn Tank and Ryan.
And if money goes, you don't even have to worry about bringing it, because he's gonna have some with him.
Oh no, I got it. No shit, bro. It's like a kung fu movie. Everybody got their own style.
Oh, okay.
Like everybody knows kung fu, but they got their own fucking flavor. Shit, I got tiger.
I'm just saying, I'm trying to help you anyway. I'm trying to help you become.
No, it's not. It's just I'm a set in my ways kind of guy.
No, I'm trying to get you.
But like I need like 50-50 fights. I need like other shit. Like I definitely like chopping up with these fucking people, but I'm not trying to tempt fate. I don't need to force anything. Nah. We'll see each other. I'm sure.
So I don't think we get any 50-50 fights in Vegas. I think any of the 50-50 fights will have to be in Dubai or.
No, man, we get 50-50. Like I would have.
That's the only place that's going. That's the only people that's going to afford to pay for that 50-50 fights.
So the last Vegas fight off the top of my head that I think I could have gone, I would have gone to if people were like really talking about it was Canelo versus Bivol. I'd have gone to that.
I wouldn't have went to that. You know what? I would have. Nah. Yeah. I just don't.
Yeah, you know what I mean? It's just kind of like see a Hall of Famer like in a 50-50 fight. He might lose. I just thought I would have went there.
He would lose there. He's too young. I mean, too old. But I don't know, man. Like don't get me wrong. I get what you're saying. I just feel like
it's a fight that I go to.
Maybe I'm buying too much into the hype. Maybe I'm buying too much into the hype of that fight.
Well, listen, Tank might be a Hall of Famer. It's not that he won't be, but it's not like he's one of those guys.
He had the belt in what two divisions, right?
I mean, I think he's only been one. I think he's a 3-time champ in one division.
No. Are you sure?
Yeah, he's a 3-time champ at 130.
Oh, he lost.
Nah.
Do we count the belt at 140 and the belt at 135? Do we count those?
I don't. I think he's a 3-time champ at 130. I don't count him as a 3-division champ.
What about 26?
No, he did lose on the scale.
26 though.
What he didn't win a belt at 26.
Yes, he did.
Gary had that on lock.
I mean, not a recognized belt. Like I'm not.
What belt he had at 26?
Was that 26 or was that 30 when he got the IBF? That was the 130.
There's the IBF. Yeah, that's all his recognized titles at 130.
Yeah, I don't know. I think Tank has the potential to be a Hall of Famer. I don't think he's a Hall of Famer right now.
I think they're getting Hall of Fame. The thing is, they're letting Triple G in. based on that like 9 title defenses of the WBA world title. So it's the same belt that fucking Tank had at 135 and 140. So I think they're gonna call him a 3-division champ. They're gonna say all those fights are championship fights. They're gonna be there by knockouts. They're gonna like whatever.
Yeah.
I feel like they're gonna argue Tank to be in there. You got a knockout of the year. You know,
the same shit with Triple G.
135.
I got you. Because Triple G, only thing with Triple G is we all know, we were all boxing fans. You know, we older than 25, so we know that for a while the Triple G was avoided like the plague. They did not want to fight him. Nobody did. No.
Yeah, to me it was it was him. It was when they started saying he had the same number of title defenses as Bernard Hopkins. That was
I didn't like that. I didn't like that bullshit. But we know for a fact the only motherfucker that was willing to get in the ring with him was Ward. Nobody else wanted to fight him. Ward was the only one that was consistently calling him out. Nobody else wanted to fight that dude.
Oh no, too much. That guy's too much.
Yeah.
You know, wait till I'm 41 and it's Canelo. Then I'll fuck with it.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So we know motherfucker was scared of Triple G. I don't know why, but you know, he was beating up Willie. What's that nigga name? Willie the Worm Monroe and all these motherfuckers beating their ass. Curtis Stevens and Gabe Rosado, he damn near killed him. He beat him half to death.
And then all of the changed with the Jacobs fight.
Yeah, the Jacobs fight that he should have lost. Well, it was a draw. I thought that was a draw. The first Canelo fight though, he did win. He did win that fight. I thought Canelo won it,
but I'm not even. I don't even give a damn. I'm just saying when it comes to going to Tank, like to watch Tank fight, I want to see Tank fight another guy that's also a potential Hall of Famer. I'm not going. The last fight I went to was like, all right. So I was at Bo fucking Galata, right?
Yeah.
The last fight I went to was fuck goddamn. What's that dude fucking Loma versus Mariaga?
Mariaga
in Microsoft in the little theater at fucking Staples.
Yeah.
I saw the goddamn Triple G and Dominic Wade over at the fucking Forum. I'm gonna see 2 guys. I want to see 2 titans. I'm tired of watching like one guy just styling another guy.
I just seen a guy that I would like to see him fight. I just saw a guy last Saturday. You got a belt at 140. Fight that guy. I want to see you fight that guy.
Yeah, man, it's shit.
I want to see you fight that guy, Tank.
Yeah,
fight that guy.
Anybody that gets in the ring with that dude gets my instant respect.
Yeah.
Well, hold on, real quick. I think this Hall of Fame thing is getting a little too out of hand because with these guys not fighting the very best and the best fighting the best, I think a lot of these guys Hall of Fame is asterisk. Like it's questionable.
It should be, but it's not going to be.
I think
that's what I need both of them to be.
Point, you're pretty much buying your Hall of Fame. Yeah. So, well, no, because Rolly, I think Rolly can bounce back and go on a nice.
Rolly ain't going no damn Hall of Fame. Rolly, let's get the fuck out of here.
No. Listen. It's not about the competition that you beat when they were at the low. Like also what they do after you beat them. So if Rolly goes on and wins the title and defends it 3 times, 4 times, that win.
Rolly's food. Rolly's food.
No. I think
Rolly's food. Rolly's not beating that. Rolly's not beating. Listen, Rolly's not beating guys who are at 135 right now, much less the top dogs in 140. I don't think Rolly beats fucking weak ass goddamn Tio.
I think
he'll never
fight
Tio.
He's not beating Super Martinez. He's not beating Hermai Ponce. He's not beating fucking. He's not beating Zepeda. He's not beating Prograis. He's not beating Ramirez.
No. Actually, I got him on Ponce. I got to lose.
Hell no, he's getting knocked the fuck out by Ponce.
Regis.
Okay.
Knocked out by Regis.
Yeah, hold on, Smoke. Okay, so you got him losing the Ponce. You got him beating Ponce.
Yeah.
And you got him losing to
Regis. Yeah.
No, I'm talking about he's getting beat by the guy that Regis just beat and that Matias just beat. He's getting beat.
I want to hear it, Smoke. I'm trying to get just. I want to hear it. Go ahead. Who else does he beat? Who else does Rolly beat at 140?
Matisse. How you say that? Matisse.
Matias?
Yeah.
The guy we saw Saturday night.
Yeah. Yeah.
Man, you gotta stop smoking that shit that you got in DC, bro. You gotta stop smoking that shit.
I ain't smoking, man. I really think
you gotta just watch more boxing. That's not even about a smoking thing. That's just like nothing in sport. That don't make any type of
You need to leave that dope alone.
You haven't. So
he need to leave that dope alone.
With him getting knocked out in the gym,
I'll put $500 on it with you, Combo.
I think he turns up. No,
Combo.
Listen, I think he turns.
I will put $500 on this with you. Subriel Matias will make Rolly Romero quit. He will not finish.
Shocked. Absolutely shocked if fucking he beats Cepeda.
He will make Rolly Romero quit. He will make him stop.
Shocked if he beats Jeremiah Ponce. Shocked.
I think his career is going to go for a nice turn. He's going to go upward.
It will be disgusting if he beats Teofimo Lopez.
I think he relishes. Like I think he becomes better after the loss. You guys
better than what? Okay, here's the thing.
Better than what he
okay, he couldn't fight before the loss. Like here's the thing. And Box Talk 101. No offense to you because I like you a whole bunch. And this is no disrespect to your homie, and I get it that you might be protected, but Rolly Ramirez can't fucking fight. Anthony Yiggett was putting fucking hands on this dude, and Anthony Yiggett, his claim to fame was getting his ass beat by Baranchik. Like, this dude can't fucking fight. Like, no, okay, put it like this. Sorry, that's an overstatement.
So you think
he can fight? He can't box. What'd you say?
So you thinking, but this is what I'm saying. But
no, I'm saying that he's food. When I said the guy's food, that's what I'm telling you.
So I think after what he's been going through lately, I think he learns to box better. And he has the ability, doesn't matter. The skill that he can develop on and get better.
Even if we agreed, but bro, like even if we agreed that he got better, so the fuck what? This is like if you are 90, if you're 99% trash, and you improve that to being 96% trash, all the top guys who are like 60% not trash, like you know what I mean, they're gonna beat your fucking ass.
So you really
here's the problem for you and Rolly. Here's the problem for you and Rolly, Combo. The shot that Rolly walked into against Tank wasn't really a full extension hard shot. Rolly's chinny, bro. If you touch Rolly,
but he was already.
He can't box.
Yes.
He's chinny, bro. And if you fight a motherfucker like a Regis or a Matias or even a Ponce or even a motherfucking
you gotta get out of the first round.
You gonna get hurt, bro. He's chilling.
Like there's no way in hell that fucking your boy survives that round that Ponce just put on Matias.
Salute, fellas. I got Rolly beating Ponce.
Those first 2 rounds, no way.
Huh?
I got Ponce losing to Rolly, man.
Wow. I don't.
Yeah, no, but I don't think Puerto's serious. It's hard for me to
I'm being serious, bro. Like Ponce, like, bro. I mean, I don't know. I just didn't dig the quitting, you know, especially when he was winning that fight.
Hey, but here's the thing. Here's the thing, though. Here's the thing, Puro. This ain't the first time we've seen a motherfucker quit against Matias, so it ain't like he the first, and he won't be the last.
No, but I'm not. I said the first 2 rounds. He quit in the fifth after getting dropped.
Exactly.
There's a whole process of that. I'm talking about the first 2 rounds that Ponce came out with. There's no way that goddamn Rolly is weathering that storm. No fucking way.
Puro, did you see rounds 3, 4, and 5? Did you see the beating that Ponce took?
There's no way that fucking Rolly can dole out that kind of beating.
Those short hooks, those short uppercuts, that shit is nasty.
Yeah,
that
Rolly can't do that. And also, Rolly can't catch all those shots that fucking Matias was catching on his gloves and rolling with all those shots. Like, Rolly can't do none of that shit.
Yeah, and Rolly's whooping his ass from 1 through 5, to be honest.
Well, it don't matter because his ass got stopped. His ass got stopped, didn't it?
Well, I don't know if I got stopped. He quit.
He got stopped. He didn't want to quit. He was forced to quit.
No, he wanted to quit.
Oh no, he wanted to quit. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Matias had put that shit on you. Like you might think he's winning, but he don't feel like he's winning. He was sliding down a razor blade from. All I'm saying is that that razor that Ponce put on Matias, Rolly has never, ever in his whole fucking long-legged life. Actually, he's not even that long. He's never fucking put on something. Felt something like that. Never.
Bro, you should shoot down to Argentina and ask Ponce what he thought. Because, see, you wasn't in there. He was. I don't give a fuck what you talking about, Puro. I'm not going back out there. Fuck that.
Ponce would take one look at me and run the other way. Nah, Ponce a fraud, man. I ain't taking nothing away from
listen. Like Ponce is a fraud amongst killers, but Rolly is a fraud amongst fighters.
Period. Rolly is shit. Bro. Rolly is trash, bro. He trash. But look, this is what I want you to do, Puro. You can go find whoever you want at 140.
I'll tell you what.
You can go find whoever you want at 140 and put him in there with Matias. Put him in there. Anybody. I don't care who it is. I love Regis, and I'll never go against Regis. And I'll take Regis in that fight, but I think Regis will get beat. I don't think nobody beats that dude at 140. Nobody.
Regis would fucking chew him up and spit him out, bro.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
Regis might have him. Regis might have him because he might be able to outflick him and outpoint him. He's gonna have to dig in his amateur bag. But he can't go. He can't go like professional slugger shit with him. Nah,
he can't go toe to toe with that cat. No, he can't do that.
His ass beat by a quitter, bro. Come on, bro.
He wasn't getting his ass beat. He stopped that man.
I understand that you're saying he's a quitter, but the guy that he turned him to a quitter, that dude
was 30-0
with 20 knockouts. And in order for him to turn that dude into a quitter, had to walk through hell with fucking gasoline draws.
So he's gonna do that to Regis?
No, I'm saying he's gonna do that to fucking Rolly.
It depends on what game. If Regis comes in there trying to slug with that dude, he gonna do the same thing to Regis. Regis got to outbox him. You cannot stand in front of that guy.
Telling you guys, man, Matias is good, bro, but he's there's a lot of flaws.
Okay, bro. Put T.O., find somebody you want. He gonna beat them up too. No, T.O. can't beat him. T.O. just got knocked down by two journeymen. A drunk from Mexico and a goddamn Spanish journeyman. And he got put on his ass by both of them. T.O. can't fuck with that.
He did get dropped by Campa.
He did get dropped by Campa. What are you talking about?
No, he didn't.
Bitch made motherfucker ain't shit. But put him in there with Matias. I wish they would. They won't, though.
He'll beat Matias up.
No, he won't. No, he won't. He won't even make it out of the fight, bro. He won't even go 12.
Hey, bro, watch. If they ever
he won't even go 12.
I doubt it. Watch.
Anybody who gets in with Matias gets my
T.O. will not go 12, bro.
Instant. Yeah, like, Matias fights going 12. Like that's a tough sell.
T.O. will not go 12 with that guy.
Hell no, T.O. T.O.'s trying to come forward. T.O.'s trying to come forward. That's a clash.
He's too easy to hit, bro. He's too easy to hit. Matias gonna have a field that beat his ass up.
I think that the Rolly that we see is going to be completely redeveloped.
By who? The coach you got? I hope you ain't think about that dude. If you get a new coach, maybe.
I mean, listen, listen.
You don't take a loss that way, the way he took it with his fighting style, and then go back in the gym. And just the fact that he's already sparring again this fast, that you know that he's trying to recover from
this fast. That fight was over a year ago. What the fuck are you talking about? That fight was over a year ago.
No. He started sparring he was sparring way before that. Remember, he had got knocked out like what 3 months after that. After the fight, he went and sparred again and got knocked out 2-3 months later.
Who you talking about? Rolly?
Yeah.
I just don't see nothing in Rolly, man. Rolly, his footwork is wrong. His stance is wrong. He throws wide punches. I just don't see nothing. That's all he got.
No. He has power, but I think he has the ability to improve. Not saying of course he has the ability to improve, but I'm saying I think he's.
Well, everybody has the ability to improve.
I think that
everybody has the ability to improve. Who he got next, Combo? He got a fight coming up. Who he got next?
I'm not sure. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not sure.
I know Rolly got a fight coming up though. I heard he did anyway. I know he was talking that dumb shit to Spence. That was just idiotic. Spencer beat the shit out of him. But Spencer, that boy be in the spittle fucking with Spence. He be in the spittle fucking with Spence, for real.
The problem is some of these guys have been so inactive that when they do get in the ring, we don't know who they're gonna be. We don't know what they look like.
He'll be sitting right next to Jose Cepeda in the spittle.
No. I'm saying you got Charlo, Spence.
I don't even count them dudes. Them dudes is, in my opinion, a big Charlo is semi-retired, bro. He's retired. He's a retired fighter.
You don't think some of these? I just feel like some of these fighters have been out the ring for so long. We don't know what they'll look like when they do get in the ring.
Like who? I mean, name
Like
some.
I said, like I'm saying, like the Charlos, Spence.
Yeah, Charlo. I don't know what he'll look like.
Andy, Wilder.
Wilder was just in the ring 3 months ago. October.
Who was in the ring 3 months ago?
Wilder. October.
It was longer than 3 months ago.
October, November, December, January, February. 4 months ago.
March. It's March now. Come on, it's 5 months.
5 months ago. He's in the ring 5 months ago.
That's still good. That's still
Bro,
good. That's still good.
Bro,
I didn't watch it. I didn't watch that fight because
hold on, real quick, fellas. Right at the store, salute to my brother, my boy World Combat Sports, man, my dog, Scott.
WCS, my dude. What's happening, man? Yeah, I don't. You know, Wilder was in the ring fight. I mean, if you want to call that a fight, okay. But he was in the ring at least. I mean, you know, he trained. He got in the gym. He trained. He did what he did. You know, I wasn't impressed by that. But you know, we'll see. He's supposed to have a fight. What happened with the Ruiz fight? What happened with that, Smoke?
How can he be a president?
I don't know, man. They're both they're both at the Saudi job fair over the last weekend.
Oh, okay, yeah, because I heard that he left, huh?
No, he cleared all that up. He said he's still there. Like Al Haye was his advisor. It's just like that Fox deal. They don't have dates, man. Like all those dudes are just on Showtime now. How you gonna lose half your dates and think you're gonna keep your premier fucking talent that used to making tens of millions? Like, of course,
that's exactly what I was about to say. I think the issue is that he sees himself in a certain bracket, and he's not going to go under that bracket. Just like a lot of fighters not, and then you get what you get. We get all these stalemates.
Are you talking about Andy?
Not just Andy. A lot of these fighters. Like I feel like
Andy's a rich dude now. Andy won at least 5-10 million to fight. Yeah, I got you. Wilder wants at least 10 million to fight. So I get it.
I don't see how he earned it, but whatever.
I mean, you know, he's Wilder, man. They say he got a crazy fan base.
Hey, listen, don't go back and forth with this nigga, man. don't
Why, man? I mean, what's wrong? I mean, he ain't say nothing wrong, man. He just said he don't understand how Wilder gets what he gets. I mean, I don't understand how he gets what he gets, but the boy got a fan base. I have to admit that. He got a fan base that's rabid behind Wilder.
Yeah, okay, hold up a second. This is the easiest goddamn thing to figure out. Name a boring Wilder fight.
A boring Wilder fight? None of them really. They're never boring.
What do you mean you don't understand why he has a fan base? Yeah, the dude is one of the most exciting fucking boxers in all the fucking sport. Like he turned Tyson Fury. He literally transformed Tyson Fury into a knockout guy.
Smoke. You know I'm old. I'm not these young dudes. Smoke. I'm different. You know I want to see you fight somebody. I don't get excited over Gerald Washington. I don't get excited over motherfucking Arthur Spilka. I don't give a fuck about that. I don't care about that.
I hear what you're saying, but what I'm saying is it wasn't boring.
Every time he throws a punch, I cringe. Not because I think he's gonna knock someone out. It's so powerful. It's because that punch is so ugly.
I mean, I hear you. I hear you want to see some science. You want to see some adjustments, all that other shit. Man, listen. I would love it if Wilder knew how to fight inside a clinch, outside a clinch, all that shit. He ain't doing none of that.
Boxer.
He's not doing none of that. What he's gonna do is test that fucking chin.
I just don't, like Ruiz. I understand Robert Ruiz got the money for the AJ fight because it was AJ, but I don't think Andy Ruiz is worth anything over $5 million. I just would.
He's already fought in Saudi though.
Yeah, he's already got that money. So he's used to that bag. Yeah, he used to that bag. So I get it. I mean, but you took that shit bag for Chris Arreola. On that shit ass card, only 3,000 people showed up.
Okay, so what we didn't see, just so we understand all this is what's happening. What we did not see, we didn't see the plane that those dudes flew in on. We don't know who bought their tickets to get them out there. None of that shit.
Oh, talking about to Saudi?
Yeah, where all those dudes were, why they're in the news right now. Because nobody gave a shit about what Andy Ruiz was talking about before this goddamn Saudi trip.
Oh, that was at the Jake Paul fight, right?
Yeah. That was all. This is all Saudi shit. It was Saudi talking about we're open for business. That was an open fucking bazaar. That was a market telling you that we're trying to pay to get fucking talent out here.
Stop it. You know who flew him out there, Smoke?
Who?
The Saudis.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I think. That's what I'm pretty sure happened. Even if it was under auspices of Jake Paul, I don't think it was. They weren't even talking about Jake Paul. Those dudes came out there dressed in their goddamn tunics, their headdresses, all that shit. They were all some Saudi time.
As a Muslim, would you, as a previous Muslim or whatever, as a person raised in the Islamic faith, would you be excited to see Devin Haney fighting in Saudi Arabia? Like me personally, I think that would be a beautiful sight.
All that stuff, man. I don't get with the ethno wars. Like boxing is not a proxy for like ethnic fucking identity.
Yeah,
Yeah, like
that's
it kind of
shit
like,
you
but
talking about.
I mean, not in its essence, but like my introduction to it
No, that's me.
it is about my own, like it is a cultural heritage that I had.
That shit
like,
yeah,
but
that
that's not
shit you
really.
talking about, Combo. That shit you talking about been going on for 2,000 years, bro. That's above my pay grade.
Yeah, that's like
No,
kid shit too. That's like
Okay, maybe.
that's like
maybe.
No,
maybe
no.
I mean, maybe I
that's
need
that's
to
not
reword that.
that's something that's beyond the sweet science. Like at a
Yeah.
certain point, like you can
Okay, so
find
maybe
those kinds of
maybe I need to
validations.
reword this.
You can find those kind of validations anywhere in the world, really. Like anywhere in the kind of
Okay,
thing. Like if you need that kind of validation in when it comes to boxing, it's probably because you're young.
so
Now, what you say
maybe
now?
I need to
Go
reword
ahead.
this.
Reword it.
It'll be beautiful, meaning like for his career, he'll be able to get a high, I think a good purse. He'll be able to like really
What's up,
truly
E?
sell out an arena on his own. I think
Okay, what
fighting
if you
there.
think Islam is some bullshit, and what do you think all those people are delusional, and what if you think they're actually like fucking up the world by doing this whole thing? Like let's say
No.
the Saudi
I'm
Arabia,
talking.
like Saudi Arabia has its
I'm talking
cultural
about
place
him.
for the Islamic
I'm
faith
talking about
as
how
the
it
home
affects his
of the holy sites, Mecca and Medina. Let's say that's what's happening, and all this is a big fucking publicity stunt for a bunch of Muslims who don't who want me to live a life that I totally don't want to live.
Okay, so but that's not the argument I'm making. What I'm trying to say is,
I know you said, but you
for
said
his
beautiful.
like the
You said it's
problem that we have.
beautiful. Okay, so let me
It'll
ask
be
you this.
beautiful for him.
Okay, hold up a second. So let me ask you this. Now hold up. You just chill out. I want you to use the word beautiful. Now I want you to chill out and just listen to it. Just listen for a second. Would it be beautiful if it was whatever satanic fucking? Let's say it's taking place at Stonehenge, right? And there was a bunch of fucking druids throwing this shit and like sacrificing goats and shit. Like, would you think that's beautiful? That like a couple of fucking like druids or Satan worshippers were going to fight there? Like, would you call that beautiful?
Maybe I need to clarify the question, and I tried to, but you're not listening. What I was saying is for his career, because the biggest thing with Devin Haney is, he's not really a big seller. He doesn't really sell out the arenas. He doesn't really have the following. Right? Devin's a champion, but no one really knows what he is or who he is.
No.
So do you think fighting there
No.
will help boost him?
No.
No. You think
No.
so? You think it'd be better for him to fight in Vegas? Not Vegas, in Oakland. You think that would?
I think if he's trying to boost his profile, yes. I don't think fighting in Saudi Arabia for a gigantic bag in the middle of the afternoon is going to help him with his fucking domestic profile or even his profile in fucking Saudi, which they don't give a shit about fucking, but they don't give a shit about boxing in the first place.
Okay, because I'm thinking, and this is my thought. You see what happened with Bud always fighting at home, and it didn't boost his profile. So maybe I figured something like that would be beautiful. It would be a beautiful thing for him because it would help boost his profile. But you're saying that no, it won't.
No, if you talk about okay, like I said, fighting. Okay, he got a bunch of money for fighting on an app. Did that boost his profile? No, it didn't. You know why? Because nobody is fucking has that app, and nobody gives a fuck. Similarly, Saudi Arabia is not a hotbed for fucking sports. Also, if you want to fucking watch boxing, you have to do that shit at prime time on Saturday night. Nobody's interested in watching boxing in the middle of the afternoon, except for the UK. Guess what? California has half the fucking population of the entire UK. Not just England, but the entire UK. This thing about boosting profile in places that either have no population or don't give a fuck about the sport is counterintuitive to be diplomatic, but batshit crazy if you just look at it.
How many people in the UK smoke? 6 million? 7 million?
60 something million.
60, 70 million?
60 less than like somewhere like 65 million, somewhere like that. Like
right. In California, got what 17 million people in it by itself.
33. Like 30 something, 30 plus.
Yeah, it's a lot of people in California, man. It's more. Put it this way, it's more Mexicans in Los Angeles than it is in Mexico City.
Yeah, you got 330 million people in the United States that are tuned in around prime time.
That sounds good, but more than half of your population is homeless, so they're not buying anything.
Yeah, that's better than zero population of another fucking country giving a shit, right? 0% of the population cares about boxing in fucking Saudi Arabia. Or the entire Arab world, not even just Saudi Arabia, the entire fucking Arab world.
They keep having these fights. You think they don't care? They just doing it just to do it?
What'd you say?
So if they don't care about boxing, why they keep having the fights there?
Oh, do you not know the term sports washing?
Dude, no one's just gonna throw that type of
okay, so what I want you to do right now, Combo, is Google this term, Saudi Arabia sports washing. See how much money they've spent in trying to prop up their fucking trying to do PR for the government in sports.
Okay.
In the last 2 years, I think they spent like 1.5 billion in the last 2 years.
Are they trying to make it a tourist attraction?
They don't give a shit about tourism. That's not what sports washing is about.
It's about using sports to clean the money and filter money.
No, it's about using sports in order to prop up their image globally.
Shed a good light on your country when you know your country
exactly. So you don't talk about the atrocities they're committing in Yemen and shit like that.
Yeah, it's an oppressive regime. The same shit that Tutu did when he brought Ali and motherfucking Foreman to
that's what sports watching.
Zaire. Yeah.
Or Kotze in South Africa.
Yeah, same thing he did.
That's what sports watching. They don't give a shit about this fucking event. Nobody there's boxing fan. Yeah. I'll give you one better. At least South Africa has a tradition for fucking boxing because of their British colonialism and all that other shit. That's a different thing. But Zaire didn't even give a shit about boxing. Not at all. And neither did Saudi Arabia.
We don't want to talk about how if you're not a Muslim in Zaire at this time, we chopping your motherfucking wrists off and your head. We don't want to talk about that, so we'll just bring this big fight here.
Or the amount of people that got killed in order to make sure the event was peaceful. They don't even talk about the amount of people that were killed in erecting the fucking stadium for Ruiz versus Joshua 2. These places don't give a shit about the things that you're talking about. They got slave fucking labor. They're oppressive fucking regimes. They're monarchies and fucking dictatorships and all this weird shit.
I do. Yeah, they said something way bigger than the fight. They don't really give a fuck.
They said they built that stadium in 2 weeks, bro.
Yeah. They don't there was an article. There were reports about how many people were dying because of the conditions that the workers were fucking living under while they were erecting this fucking stadium. But they squelched that shit real fucking quick.
Oh yeah.
They'll kill a fucking journalist for telling those kind of stories.
And then getting paid was a crapshoot.
The marketability of the event that has absolutely nothing to do. It's not about tourism. Tourists don't want to fucking go there.
You might not. It was a crapshoot. You might get paid. You might.
Well, it's not even that. It's not even that tourists don't want to go there. Let me put that into proper perspective. Because it is the home of the Hajj, Mecca and Medina, they get more tourists that they can actually even fucking handle on the regular. So what they're not trying to do is have a bunch of fucking Westerners go there and cause international incidents just because they went to KFC. They feel like they can drink and smoke weed and shit. They're not trying to get you and me to go there.
Oh yeah, because you go over there with some weed, Combo, they will put your ass in prison.
I know Combo's not trying to smoke weed, but let me say me and the other weed fucking smokers. They're not trying to attract us. In prison. And they don't want it to be they're also trying to avoid hanging us to fucking death, which is the fucking law, right? Because we are.
They might. You might.
They might, but they're trying to avoid it. They don't want the US
your ass in the street. You might get lucky, and they might just cane your ass in the street in the public square. They might do that.
Yeah. This whole tourist thing, that's not it. It's not like Saudi Arabia is needing tourist money. That's not it. Just so we understand each other, Saudi Arabia is a wholly owned country by one family. It literally has their family name on it. Saudi Arabia, the House of Saud, owns that fucking country. There's other parts of Arabia that's just not Saudi Arabia.
Don't take your broad either, because you take
even tons of Ukrainians even look like.
Hold on, Smoke. Now they can come, Puro. They can go there. But when you go to Saudi Arabia or Dubai or any of them places, if you off that resort, you're gonna go by the rules of that country. And if you don't, they're gonna put your ass in prison or worse.
And no, I just want to know. I just want to clarify. Who are all these Russians that are rooting for the Ukrainian and going like cross country, like overseas and shit to go to like Muslim countries? And listen, there's a strong Russian presence all throughout the Middle East. Like the whole third world, like the third world countries used to be about the Middle East and the Soviet bloc, right? Just so we understand the like geopolitical part of this whole thing. But
so you guys are telling me, but
you have to understand, like Usyk is not a Russian. Usyk is a Ukrainian, and they're currently being invaded by Russia.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to believe to see any of those guys going over there to watch a fight.
Oh, they can go, but they go like it's just like me and you. If we go to watch a fight over there, we ain't drinking no beer. Don't even try it.
So does that mean Spence and Bud is out of the question in Saudi Arabia?
No, you can go over there. You just got to follow the rules of that country because they don't give a fuck about all this other. You see, they don't give a fuck about all this. What they call that shit, smoke politically correctness. They don't care about that.
Oh, fuck no.
They have an American fight in Saudi Arabia
outside of the parameters. If you do anything outside of the parameters of their structure in Saudi Arabia, Dubai, any of those Arab countries, they're gonna put your ass in prison or worse.
Like so the Saudis are actually like an ally, so they're trying to work with us, right? The Israelis allies trying to work with us. You can cut outside the little lines a little bit, but the more you get outside those lines, the more internal conflict you cause, because the monarchy is really at odds with the goddamn clergy there.
Let me expose you to
it's a monarchy that's damn near theocracy. So like there's a whole fucking weirdo things happening in Saudi. Like,
let me expose you to something right quick. My daughter just went to Dubai a couple months ago. You know what they gave her when she got off the plane in Dubai?
A hug.
They gave her a hijab. You know what a hijab is?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, you will be wearing this on Friday. On Friday, you will be wearing this. If you don't, we got a place for you.
I don't know if you've ever been to like a Muslim part of the world, right? If you try to get some sleep at 5 a.m., you can forget that shit because the call of prayer is happening over a loudspeaker. Probably it seems like it's in your goddamn house. It's so fucking loud.
I've heard it before in South Central.
What wait a minute? The call of prayer? Like in South Central, I hear goddamn. Okay. Here's what'll happen to you. I hear a bunch of fucking Latino music. I hear like like Friday, Saturday. Like you go to goddamn Century Boulevard on Friday night. And it's Central America fucking like sound systems, right? But go to a fucking Muslim country and see what happens. And there's 2 calls to prayers you'll see every goddamn day.
More than even.
It'll be like it'll sound like it's in your fucking head with you.
So I've been on this panel for a little bit. I'm still a little lost. Can somebody fill me in on like what sparked this?
Oh, he was asking. My man Combo was asking. Would it be beautiful for Devin Haney to go to an Arab country, a Muslim country, and get a big fight? And
he clarified that beautiful for his career. And I think it might be good. I'm just saying it's cool for him as a Muslim because he's made the Hajj basically.
Mm-hmm.
But like I mean, if you're not a Muslim, what the fuck? Like, what do you give a shit? Like, what if you think that Islam is like fucked up and God is a god?
We're just trying to explain to people like going over there is not all it's cracked up to be. It's not like you think it is. People have this romantic fantasy in their head of what happens if you go to an Arab country. It's not like that.
Well, I don't know.
It depends on who you know.
I don't know how anybody could romanticize. I mean, maybe if you're Muslim, but like if you're not Muslim, I don't know how you clearly.
No, I mean, but what I'm saying is, it's not about. That's basically what it is about. You're absolutely right. A lot of American Muslims think they gonna go over there and be treated the same way they're treated over here, and it's not the case.
Shit, that the Muslims is over there fighting with each other. They killing each other. So
exactly,
it's crazy.
And they damn sure ain't trying to have no American come over there.
But I do believe,
which is you that fact right there. It underscores why we're even talking about this. What the Saudis are doing, because the Saudis are literally killing their Muslim brothers across the fucking border. Right? It's the only reason why they're even hosting all these fights.
Yeah.
PRO.
So, Smoke, your opinion is it's not beautiful because they would be essentially using Devin Haney to cover up the genocide that's going on.
Well, I'm saying the sports washing is not a beautiful thing, but specifically when it comes to Devin Haney, I'm saying that because he is fighting, like, at in a place that doesn't give a shit about boxing, and at a time that nobody in America even watches boxing, then really, what are we talking about?
But how can you? What do you mean when you say they don't give a fuck about boxing? From what I know, Saudi all they throw is boxing events.
Yeah, you got to do it. That's where I started. Part of this conversation went to just doing a Google search on Saudi Arabia and sports washing, and you'll see all of the sports that they invested like $1.5 billion in over the last 2 years. It's
what the World Cup was this year, right?
It's like Grand Prix. They got Ronaldo over there playing for. It's a whole PR campaign. It has nothing to do with boxing.
You know what the World Cup was this year, right?
Qatar.
Yeah.
Qatar is a beautiful place.
The place that they show you is beautiful. But the places that they show you are beautiful. There's another side of Qatar too that they don't show. That ain't beautiful.
Right. So also, I mean, what it is a propped up fucking place for American interest. Is actually the thing about Qatar. But we're not even talking about that. The point is, I wasn't talking about Qatar sports washing. I'm talking about specifically Saudi Arabia.
Right.
That yes, they don't give a shit about boxing. Just to like
so why they
tone in the point.
Events, then? What's the point of
to take your eyes off of the atrocities that they commit on a daily basis?
To improve their image on the geopolitical world stage.
See, you can come over here.
That's what sports washing is about.
Excuse me.
Damn, I don't know boxing. I don't know boxing what I would use to do it.
No, it's not boxing specifically. It's all a sport.
Okay. Yeah, any sport.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. They don't care about boxing specifically. They don't care about the Grand Prix specifically. They don't care about golf specifically. They don't care about soccer specifically. They don't care shit about none of this stuff. All they're trying to do is buy some goodwill.
Gotham City, you a boxing fan, right? Long time or brand new?
I don't even know how to answer that question. Long time. We'll go with that.
Okay, if you're a long time boxing fan,
ain't shit right now though.
No, listen to me. Let me finish. If you're a long time boxing fan, I want you to tell me Saudi Arabia's history in the sport. When did you even start hearing?
They don't have any. Well, shit. I mean, they got Anthony Joshua.
He's not Saudi Arabia. He's not Saudi Arabia. He's African.
For the person who thinks that like a country is a race of people, like whatever, dude. Like you need to figure out the difference between
what I'm saying is you never
a race of people and like all this other shit. Like I don't know.
What I'm saying is this. You never heard of Saudi Arabia in boxing until maybe the Joshua
the past 2 years, yeah.
Exactly.
But even beyond that, like if you talk about boxing and Zaire, you're talking about one fight.
Yeah, Ali. That's the only one.
If you talk about boxing in South Africa, there's some boxers in South Africa, but like internationally, we're talking about like 3 fights.
Now, if you want to talk about boxing in Africa, you got to go to Ghana. That's where all the champions come.
If you talk about like boxing in the Philippines, you're talking about 1 fight.
Yeah, Thriller Manila. 1 fight.
Yeah, but I'm saying, okay. I think I see what you. I guess the point is they're using boxing and sports
to cover up all the atrocities that they commit on a daily basis and look better on the world stage. See, you can come over here, you can have fun. It's not what people think it is. We're not the evil people they say we are, but really, in actuality, we are. We do some heinous shit over here. We stole motherfuckers in a public square. We still do that. We beat the skin off motherfuckers with canes in the public square. We still do that.
They cleaned out their couch cushions and decided that they're going to use sports as PR.
Yeah. We do shit like that. We still hang motherfuckers on a daily basis. We do that. We cut their heads off. We cut their hands off. We do all that shit on a daily basis. But here, don't look at that. Look at this fight we putting on.
Wait, but I'm not sure. So on a human being level, I'm against all atrocities like that, right? But like that shit ain't directly affecting me, right? You know, I got shit in this country that would be more pertinent to me because I'm a resident here.
Okay, so part of that is under the guise of religion, right? Like if you want to say a resident of the United States is somehow shielded from the religious conflicts around the world, both internal and both intra and inter religious conflicts, then you're not paying attention to what the fuck's going on here either.
But I get what you're saying, though. You said that should go directly
go ahead and expound, Smoke, because you
go ahead, Smoke.
Because you cut me off. But
no, I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry, bro. Go ahead.
I am interested in you expounding what you said.
But I'm also interested in like responding to the point that you're actually trying to make, not just like half of your point or whatever.
Okay. So all I was going to say was damn, Smoke, you took me off my square. You might as well go ahead and expound on what you were saying, because you took me off my square.
Okay, cool. Like if you remember, that's cool, and I apologize. That was not my intention at all.
You good?
But what I was talking about is even within the United States, amongst us, the demographic that's sort of rivaling the boomers, right? Like I'm a Gen Xer. All right, like as a member of the Gen X, as a member of the Gen X, there's not very many of us. We're like we're the smallest fucking demographic, and like just period, right? The millennials outnumber us, and so do the Zoomers, right? And so the boomers out fucking number everybody damn near. But within the millennials and the Zoomers, Islam is the fastest growing religion,
right?
That's here domestically. But within like our domestic politics, this whole culture war, like how you see like a lot of what is driving the culture war are religious extremists, whether they be Muslim or Christian, because they coalesce around a whole bunch of shit. We just saw like Roe v. Wade get like fucking broke down, and regardless of what you think about fucking abortion, sure, we might not be women, but basically it's the state telling you what to fucking do with your body. Right? Because God said so. Now the cultural head of this growing fucking religion is goddamn Saudi Arabia. Well, Saudi Arabia has its own internal politics and their own actually geopolitical position, because most of the world, the way the world energy, like what drives the world is still fossil fuels. And a lot of that shit comes from Saudi Arabia and their position in fucking OPEC and their fucking relationship with the United States. So all of this stuff gives them a particular kind of place where they're precarious because they're monarchy, and they're hedonistic monarchy for sure, but they're in a religious fucking spot, and they're the sites of the holy cities. So they're damn near theocracy at the same time that are warring against each other.
Right.
They occupy a space where they're killing other Muslims, aligned with the goddamn United States, which are the infidels, have a soft position on goddamn Israel, which is anathema to most of the fucking Muslim worlds. And because of this thing, because of their stance on Israel, because of their relationship with the United States, and because of what's going on in Yemen, and because Saudi Arabians like export most of their like menial task labor, like the same way the United States does.
Yeah.
Like all of that creates a really weird fucking space for them. And they're saying that, but their response to it is, we're gonna distract you with games, like it's the fucking Gladiator, like it's Gladiator. You're fucking Joaquin Phoenix.
Yeah, because it works, right?
Correct.
At the same time, Russia, I don't know if y'all saw that, but they had, let's call it like their news anchors over there laughing at America because we gave them their arms dealer back for Brittany Griner, like trolling us. You know what I'm saying? So I totally get what you're saying. I mean,
that's a hostile country. Saudi is not even hostile. They just have laws that are totally different than the Western ethos, right? So we are all about like liberalism and all that shit. And so yeah, you go there, and I'm sorry for cutting you off. And what you do, you go there as a as a Californian, right?
Yeah, you're in trouble.
We are rewriting sex worker laws. I can smoke big in front of a fucking cop. They're talking about like my friends who did the legalization for fucking weed. They're making huge headrows in mushrooms also, and they're talking about coke next. Right? That's what the fucking type of time they're on. Like that, if you take a Californian that are like of my particular ilk, and also like some tech people also that and with their speech and all that other shit, You take all of these people like we put us on a plane and put us in Saudi Arabia, and their laws, we would be sentenced to hundreds of years and probably death. All of us.
Yeah, they all go to jail, and that's the least of their worries. Hopefully, they can get to jail because they might get killed on the way.
Yeah,
correct.
See, Smoke. So my issue is because I agree with that, but I feel like somehow I'm missing the correlation of what we just talked about with the international politics and how that co-aligns with what you just said. If we were to go over there, right.
So so the idea about like they're doing this to stimulate the tourism industry in Saudi Arabia. No, they're not trying to generate.
All right, let me cut you off real quick, Smoke. Let me cut you off real quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
So let me educate because I wasn't here to hear anybody say that they're trying to generate.
Oh, yeah, they were. Yeah, that was part of it.
Yeah, so let me educate the masses who probably haven't been over there. No, they're not.
Right.
They're printing money. They're rich as fuck. Beyond like they're good. They don't need tourism.
No.
They don't need it. And like you said, Smoke, all the holy sites are right around the corner. So they got more tourism due to religion of all the Abrahamic faiths
than they can actually handle.
People are making pilgrimages all the time. And that's whether you're a Muslim, Catholic, or Christian. So
they don't even really want your ass over there, to be honest. They don't really want you over there.
They just don't. They're trying to avoid international incidents.
Yeah.
Actually,
they're hoping you stay the fuck away. Because they control what? Am I right, Smoke? They control like 70 or 80% of the world's oil.
Hey, Smoke, but I tell you what, I want to know why America is giving them so much money every a year.
Holy shit! What are you talking about? Okay, do you know how valuable? Hey, do you know how valuable a partner is in the Middle East for everybody?
They got
like
what we need.
The entire fucking world is kowtowing these dudes.
Okay, we wasn't in with these dudes, right? And we didn't get a cut rate price on this oil. You know what would happen to all these motherfucking cars around here?
Bro, do you know how much money America gives them though? It's an absurd.
We need them motherfuckers. We need them. We need them.
The world is powered by fossil fuels. If there was no fucking fossil fuels, there's no internet. All this fucking innovation and all they're talking about is driven by fucking fossil fuels.
Man. We can't exist really without them. We need them.
We produce a lot of oil. Don't get it wrong, but we don't produce enough. We don't produce enough oil for the world's distribution fucking networks. For fucking modernity to happen.
Yeah, we need them. We need them.
Smoke, you believe that's all it's about?
All of it's about? I mean, a favorable trading partner? Okay. I mean, if you want to get in the history of it, the whole thing, we are the United States, and in order to maintain our empire is just managing England's old empire that they can no longer fucking deal with. So we just inherited a whole bunch of bullshit. But in our inheritance of a whole bunch of bullshit, we have guys who are more in line with our fucking principles, our national fucking goals, and what it is that makes America fucking harmoniously, and to the extent that we are harmonious and sustainable, that we have partners in the world that like facilitate that, that reality. Like Saudi Arabia is one of the chief fucking partners, way before fucking Saddam. Like through the fucking Saddam Hussein shit. Like we are still really fighting oil wars. Like before Bush daddy. Even before Bush. The thing that brought goddamn Reagan into power was the fucking Iranian fucking crasis. Like we've been fighting oil wars for a long time. The Shah and the Sheikh, the Ayatollah. This is our shit. Like we can keep going back far and far back, but the point of this whole thing is they are a strategic fucking partner. And there's not a lot of friendly faces in that part of the world when it comes to your American hegemony, right? We are trying to make sure that our fucking empire is maintained at the very least, if not expanded.
Yeah, that's how we keep our stranglehold on the world, by keeping a foothold in the Middle East.
Like the world
You gotta
needs
have somebody
the
over
world
there.
needs
You
to
gotta have
exist for we
somebody
to,
over there that's gonna back your play.
for
They're
us
gonna
to be
back
a
our
world
play.
power. We need
Yeah.
to for the world to exist, right? We can't just be like, oh yeah, we have the internet, but nowhere in the world does. Like, what the fuck does that get you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess.
It's just
I
like
guess
me
for
coming.
me, I was thinking a little deeper because you had said earlier in your while you were making your points how religion is running the world.
Well, so here's the thing, like, so yeah, like because people may feel like I have some kind of special, like either love or hatred for Islam, and not for every other kind of religion that I
Organized
don't like.
religion.
Listen, if that's what you need to do for your morality and for you to explain what happens after death or whatever to get you out of bed in the morning and not kill your neighbor, cool. I'm all for that shit. I am. But if you're saying that that's a beautiful thing to think that like I should just believe shit and hope that like the only thing that keeps me from getting my house ransacked is someone believing in something that you can't fucking possibly prove. Like that seems really fucking unsettling for a mind like mine. I don't think that type of shit's beautiful. It is necessary.
Well, I just feel like there's something in murdering Gaddafi, who was about to make Africa a superpower. There's just something about it. Just seems like, sure, technology, the oil, that's one thing, but it's something else, bro. And I just feel like the Middle East is holding on to some answers. And I feel like the government might be paying them just to
You just brought up Gaddafi, right? You just brought up Gaddafi?
Yeah.
You know why they killed him, right?
I just said why they killed him.
Yeah, because he's about to fuck up the apple cart.
Yeah.
You can't do that.
Yeah.
Well,
but that's how I feel. That's why I believe America is in bed with them. Like I understand I got business, right? Let's say we all run a business, right? This Kyle business. I can consider myself a partner in his business because I come on here and I entertain the people who don't want to come up here and would rather listen, right? So there's partnerships that happens, but the amount of money that they pay, bro, it's like billions of dollars a year. That shit is crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I foreign aid. All right. So Libya was on some shit, but Libya was on some Libya thing, and every nation is on some self-preservation, extend its own influence kind of shit. And Libya was on that shit too. I mean, they propped up Idi Amin, right? Their extension throughout the Sudan, East Africa, and all that shit. Anyway. I'm not even going to go into all this shit. My point being is really, when it comes to the idea of Devin Haney being somehow enhanced by fighting in Saudi Arabia outside of financially, like I said, it's probably religious, like his own religious edification. But when it comes to the wider sport of boxing, nah,
nobody gives a shit.
The time zone is wrong. The region is fucking wrong. All that other shit. No, it's not going to help him generally raise his profile.
Now here's a great point for you. Here's a great point for you. That second Usyk Joshua fight was a great fight, right? Great fight. Nobody fucking watched it because the shit came on at 2:30 on a Saturday. When nobody at home.
Yeah.
In California, everybody was out.
Hold on. So that's one point. That's one point. But the other point is everybody already knew what was about to take place.
No, I mean, but there was still an intrigue factor though, because it's still a three-belt heavyweight championship of the world, and people did want to see.
Because
people did want to see if Joshua could improve.
Ruiz stopped him in the first fight. And people, I mean, a lot of people jumped off the bandwagon once he came in at 273 or whatever the fuck he unveiled that belly at Ruiz. But going into it before the weigh-in, people were like, "Oh yeah." I mean, there was some Robles came out and said he wasn't been in the gym. And there was rumors, if you pay attention, that Ruiz wasn't really dedicated or focused on the rematch. But for the most part, like the fucking punters, the buying public, the marks of it all, like the uninformed supporters of the sport, yeah, they were like, yeah, he just got stopped in one of the most like shocking, biggest upsets. They were likening that upset to Mike Tyson versus
which it wasn't.
Buster Douglas.
It definitely wasn't that big of an upset, but
hold up a second. When did you see? When's it like? I'll tell you what. Since I, as an adult, since I've been watching ESPN, I remember really 2 fights that ESPN just went whole hog in, and that is Manny Pacquiao versus Floyd and fucking Andy Ruiz beating goddamn AJ. I can't even really remember another fight that they dedicated that much coverage to.
Well, Ruiz, in the interest of facts, right? Ruiz is the first Mexican heavyweight champion, so it is a big deal, right?
It was, but how much was about Mexico and how much was about him being fat?
Oh, it was both. Let's not. It was both.
I didn't say it wasn't both. I didn't say it wasn't both. I just said how much of it was one versus the other.
And to be fair, if you really knew about boxing, when they picked this guy, everybody who's was really into boxing, who true boxing fans, like, oh, wait a minute, that might not be a good idea. That dude got fast hands. That dude only got 1 loss. That dude can fight.
Right.
You shouldn't have picked that dude.
Right.
And that's what happened. I wasn't really shocked. I was surprised, but I wasn't shocked that Andy Ruiz beat him because Andy Ruiz could fucking fight. It's not like
that's all I was saying though. Because
it's not like Buster Douglas because we all knew Buster Douglas for quitting against Tony TNT Tucker. We knew that's what we knew Buster Douglas for. He quit.
Yeah, but that was my whole point. Like the Joshua fight didn't sell because niggas already Joshua Usyk.
No, but I wasn't talking about that fight, bro. I was talking about the second Joshua Usyk fight. That was a great motherfucking fight. That was a great motherfucking fight, but nobody saw it because it came on at 2:30 on a Saturday. Nobody saw it.
Yeah, the only reason people talk about that fight in terms of AJ's meltdown.
Yeah, that's it.
Nobody has talked about what happened in the first 4 rounds of that fight, the first third of that fight.
Right.
They'll say something about like round 9 that he almost like Usyk got almost knocked out. If they talk about what happened in the fight at all.
Everybody talking about him throwing the belts out the ring and talking shit and stealing the spotlight. That's all they talk about. The drama, the bullshit, not the substance of the fight. And they had to see all that shit on SportsCenter because nobody saw the fucking fight. Because, like I said, it came on at 2:30 in the afternoon on a Saturday, so nobody saw it.
Yeah, he said this dude is talking.
Nobody saw it.
He's talking about the Zone streaming records. What in the fuck does that mean? UK pay-per-view records? Yeah, right. Whatever. Whatever you think happened with that fight is what you think happened in that fight.
I mean, that's great.
All I'll say to it is this: the Zone's streaming records are not impressive, and UK pay-per-view numbers are also not that impressive. It's cool. Is it cool? It's great for those territories, but
that live in the UK.
If you think that's going to be like, if you think that equals expanding your fucking your profile, then you just don't understand those numbers.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck about that. Just like you don't give a fuck about the draft coming up in April. Same shit. Because you don't live here. You don't give a fuck about that.
Yeah, like
it's
one of those things where it just sounds good if you don't think about it, right? It just sounds good to say. Like they were talking about how AJ versus Ruiz in New York broke Madison Square Garden pre-sale records kind of shit, right? And that was a big deal. And then like we know that fucking Michael Jackson performed there, Muhammad Ali fought there. No way in fucking hell is AJ Ruiz more important or more is a bigger draw than Michael Jackson or fucking Muhammad Ali. Okay. You know what record that broke? It broke Triple G versus goddamn Lemieux at $1,500 tickets because the pre-sale record hadn't been around very long. So this record that they're talking about wasn't a record worth a fuck to begin with. The same thing with DAZN streaming fucking numbers. DAZN is a nothing burger when it comes to like and they're a worldwide goddamn app. But when it comes to their streaming numbers, like, you know, 1 million, 2 million, 4 million, like whatever, that ain't shit. Like fights that we don't even talk about did fucking bigger. Like we don't talk about Thurman versus Garcia. That did 5 million views domestically. We don't talk about Brazil versus goddamn. We every now and again people reference Wilder versus Brazil, but not really that often. But that shit did 30 million fucking views. Like, they've goddamn what is it? That Murata who fought fucking Triple G, that guy gets 30 million and just in goddamn Japan by himself. Like these numbers that you're taught, like these things, they don't. I don't know. I'm not. I don't see it. I don't see it the way you guys see it. I'm not. Him like I think he's gonna get a big bag. Devin Haney for fighting in Saudi. I think he's gonna get a lot of respect for being Loma. I think like me personally, I'm gonna start like sniffing around the Hall of Fame fucking status for this guy. If he becomes undisputed, beats Loma, and then beats either Tank or Shakur, I'm inducting him in, like personally in my mind. He's in the Hall of Fame.
I don't got a problem with that, but I don't see Tank or I don't see nobody fighting him though. Only person I see willing to get in there is Shakur, and that's because he's from Brick City. Outside of that, ain't nobody gonna fight him. I doubt Loma fight him for real.
No, they're saying Loma is on for May 20th.
They signed?
I don't know. That's what they're talking about. I don't know about. I don't know if all the details are worked out, but I'm pretty sure he didn't go to Saudi Arabia just to go on Hajj. Like I said, all those dudes were there. They seemed like they were vying for jobs. Like that was Saudi Arabia saying the market is open. The bazaar is open for business.
Yeah, I didn't see Loma there. I saw everybody else though.
Yeah, no, not everybody's lying. It did break pre-sale records. Now, if you look at what the previous record was, you'll find that it was David Lemieux versus Triple G, 1,500 tickets. So yes, they are telling the truth, and I am telling the truth, and you are just fucking tripping. There it is. Once you start talking about what these numbers are for these records that you're talking about, like, I'm sorry, I'm not typing in the chat, but trying to keep the conversation going. And I hope I'm not interrupting you. I feel like I don't know this Gotham City Bullies, but I feel like I know your name under something else. I'm not quite putting the name to the voice yet.
Nah, you know me. We was there. You was there when I got into it with Ben Israel.
Oh shit! Everybody gets into it with Ben Israel. You gotta. I get into it with Ben Israel.
Yeah, I'm still looking for him though.
Oh shit! Like that's man. Come on, man. That's like yeah. That is it. Diminishing returns. Just keep that shit pushing.
And we had a couple shows talking about football games and shit.
And it was always Gotham City Bullies. Was it always been your title?
Nah, I ended up changing it.
Okay, right. So I feel like I know you from another profile, but if you don't want to tell me what that was. What's up, Mr. Moore?
Hey, what's happening, man? Yeah, man. So, like we were saying, we were just talking about, the difference. Like you said, I was listening to what you were saying, and you're right. It's like the Saudis are putting on the show, saying, "Hey, look at us, come over here. We can have a big fight. We can put on the event, and you can come over here, make some money, and make us look good in this process." That's what I saw.
Man, I used to have a recruiting firm, right? And we would basically just like services for HR managers. Like we would, we would find like qualified
like
applicants to fill their jobs.
Like a headhunting shop.
Exactly. So in order to get these like qualified applicants, sometimes we'd have buy booths at these huge fucking tech job fairs and shit, TechCrunch and whatever the fuck. We'd be out there trying to like, you know, basically just farm for fucking resumes to put like, you know, not too fine a point on it. And that's what I just saw. Just the who's who of a particular industry trying to get a fucking job.
Well, I knew what was up when I saw Sean Porter as a commentator. Sean Porter and Dominic Wade. I'm like, okay, yeah, they trying to recruit motherfuckers.
and that could be just my bias, the way that I see the world.
No, that's what I saw. No, you're not biased. I saw the same thing. They trying to recruit exactly. They trying to recruit motherfuckers. They want motherfuckers to come over here and get this bag because they got, like my man was saying, Gotham City Bullies was saying, they got money to burn. They don't give a fuck about the money. They got money to throw away. They printing money over there. Shit, look what they just gave Usyk and Joshua. Come on, man. That was a great fight, but that still wasn't $60 million a piece fight. But that's what they gave.
It's very hard to woo the talent away from the you know, the necessary talent from a organization that's trying to make a move in the market. It's hard to get those people because they incentivize those people to stay right where they are. Right. But those other people, the second tier, the third tier, those guys, they might be a little bit more vulnerable to a fucking incentivization, right? You might be able to wave a carrot in front of that donkey and make them fucking, you know, walk across the desert.
And then again, you got to remember too that these motherfuckers that's in charge of these places, like these Haymans, these motherfucking Arams, they didn't get this far in the business because they softies. If they got you, if you one of their top guys and they got your ass locked into a contract, motherfucker, you into that contract. And if you don't fight for me, you ain't gonna fight for nobody.
Why do I feel like Big Dog Smoke is Jimmy?
Because I'm gonna tie your ass up in court so long, you probably be retired by the time you get out. Ask what's my man name, Mikey Garcia? See what happened to him, right?
Yeah.
Don't fuck with me. Don't try to break no contract. Fuck with me.
Yeah.
We'll try
beautiful. Yeah, I'm not trying to hate on anybody's fucking beliefs. But as soon as you start trying to like make sure that you start calling your beliefs like aesthetically correct, then I start pushing back when it doesn't fucking coincide with my beliefs. Sorry, that's just the way I am. I'm not the guy that's about to capitulate just because like you said God said so. I only got one life to live, and it's certainly not based on your interpretation of a fucking God. Been too many places with too many different gods. Sorry. And been annoyed by that shit. If you want to get inconvenienced by somebody else's fucking idea of God, then yeah. Then you start doing it. Like I'm not gay, so it didn't fucking matter to me. Like most of the shit that's like people talk about when it comes to religion, like don't really apply to me. Like I'm actually not a big fan of fucking abortion, but you know, it is what it is.
Oh, that's all that shit they do in the comment section. I'm looking at it.
Yeah, Combo, you started off and then you fucking then you left.
Yeah, them dudes are tripping, man. They said what they saying is cool. I mean, that's what they saw. That's what they read. That's what it is. You know, nobody's arguing that AJ is not a bigger star than Canelo. He's a bigger star worldwide. He's just not a bigger star in the U.S.
He's not a bigger star anywhere, period. He's a bigger star in the UK. I don't even know if he's a bigger star. Like he's a more beloved star in the
US.
UK. I would venture to say that people know AJ in the UK that don't know Canelo. I'd say that. I'd say that's a pretty safe bet. But if you were to say how many people know Canelo versus know AJ, I would say that more human beings know Canelo Alvarez than know fucking AJ.
Well, I wouldn't say that. I can't go that far because there's people in Africa
I would definitely go that far.
No, there's people in Africa who know AJ who don't know who the fuck Canelo is.
Yeah, but there's people in Mexico. There's people all through North, South, and Central America. Like Africa's big. Don't get me wrong. Africa's big. But the Latin fucking community is just as big, if not bigger.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I agree. But I'm just saying, AJ.
Let's say there's a billion motherfuckers.
And we all know. Hold on, we all know boxing goes at the heavyweight division goes.
No, I mean I hear you. Let's say that everybody in Africa knows AJ. We know that's not true, but let's just say that's the case.
True. That's not true. Not everybody, but a lot of people.
Yeah, no, I got it. And let's say that everybody in Latin America knows Canelo. We also know that that's not true, but let's just say that's true.
Right.
There are more people in Latin America than there are in Africa.
Yes, facts.
Right. So just that you're losing that fucking battle just there. But if you add America, North America, like all this other shit, like Canelo is a bigger, like not even that. If you were just to put in money generated, it's going to be Canelo.
No.
If you're going to put in market cachet, like market value, it's going to be Canelo.
I don't know.
I'm telling you, even if it's A side, if they were to fight each other, it's going to be Canelo.
I don't think so. I know
for a fucking fact.
Canelo ain't never made $80 million for one fight ever.
But the only person saying AJ did is fucking Eddie Hearn. Here's the difference between Canelo's money and AJ's money. Canelo's money is confirmed by independent fucking sources, and AJ's money is fucking out of the mouth of Eddie Hearn.
No, you can Google AJ's money. AJ got a long.
No, I'm saying, but how do you know that's not out the mouth of Eddie Hearn? I'm just talking about his sources. Like when it comes to the most lucrative contracts in sports, it's not fucking AJ. That's not the name you hear.
No, you hear Canelo. You hear Alvarez. You hear them baseball players. You hear them soccer players. You hear that motherfucker Ronaldo. That's what you hear.
Exactly. He's up there. And what I'm saying is, when you talk about how much money's being generated, even within a year where AJ is making a ton of fucking money, guess whose name is mentioned with the Ronaldos of the world, and guess whose name isn't.
So I have another question, gentlemen. Out of the up and coming boxer / promoters that we have, who do you think will be the one to fully take on a promoter role and do it successfully?
In America?
Yeah, I can only speak of them because I don't know if there's anyone
in America. Probably. You know what? To be honest with you, probably Alvarez.
I can see
probably
that.
Probably Alvarez.
Oh, okay. So yes. Sorry. Go ahead. What was your question one more time, Combo?
Out of all of the fighters right now that's coming out with the boxer / promoting title, who do you think is going to be the one to fully slide into the promotion, to slide into the office of being a promoter and do it successfully?
Oh, Devin Haney.
Over Canelo and Earl? I think Earl might surprise.
No, Devin Haney. Devin Haney already is so I feel like Earl's got Frank Martin, but I think Frank Martin is like a little bit overhyped.
Okay.
And maybe even overrated, but maybe not. Maybe he's equally rated, but just like overhyped.
Okay.
But like he doesn't really have Errol Spence don't got it like that. I think Amari Jones is better, has a more upside, and I think I don't want to get my man's name wrong. I want to say it's Tony Ruiz, but that's probably not his name. It might be Tony Ortiz. Like, let me make sure I get my man.
Now, is Keyshawn under him or no? Keyshawn's under
Top Rank.
I think he was part of B&B though. I think he's part of B&B.
Oh, yeah, he got his own promotion. He got his own promotion. His brothers.
I know he has his own promotion. Yeah.
No, B&B is Bud and fucking Bomac.
No, I thought he was under his. I thought he had his. So I know they call him.
I don't know. I'm unsure. I'm unsure about the influence he has. I don't know.
Yeah, but he's promoted. He's promoted by Top Rank.
No, he's promoted by Top Rank. I'm just not sure who advises him and who manages him.
Yeah, but he's promoted by Top Rank. His mother manages him, don't she?
But he's out. But he comes out of he's out of Bud's camp though.
Yeah, but he's also a guy that doesn't have the. He's not worth mentioning. I don't think Bud is going to be one of those guys anyway. To answer your question of who's a boxer.
I don't think Bud. I think Bud already shot himself in the foot. It'll be.
I just don't know. I just don't think he has the business acumen. Mm-hmm. I don't think he has the talent about throwing big fights. He's been around a bunch of guys, but he didn't absorb the lessons.
I don't think he's interested in that. I think he got other shit in plan. I don't think Bud is interested in that.
But that's the why he didn't absorb the lessons.
Probably be a trainer. Bud is probably going to train some fighters.
Exactly.
He's more of a fighter than any of that other shit.
Exactly.
Yeah, he's more of a fighter than he is.
That's the
I
why.
think Alvarez, with his business mind, is probably going to be one of the top promoters.
I don't think Alvarez has a very good business mind. That's the thing. It's like
he has people around him. Alvarez has respect in the business.
Yeah.
All these motherfuckers, you tell me. They love Alvarez.
Okay, so tell me, they love Alvarez. Tell me who the guy that Alvarez is promoting. Alvarez right now. Hold up a second, Combo. Hold up. I want to respond to what Mr. Moore just said. Hold up before you switch it up. You tell me the fighters, because right now Canelo Alvarez, his promotion company, has fighters signed to them. Who are they?
Oh, no. I didn't say now. I said 15, 20 years from now.
No, I'm just saying like right now. That's what I'm just talking about his business acumen.
He doesn't give a fuck. Listen. He doesn't give a fuck about them. Canelo's all about Canelo. He doesn't give a fuck about them.
This is what I'm trying to tell you. At 24 years old, we've already heard that Devin Haney was trying to give money to Truck fucking whatever that dude's name is, his last name, in order to get a fight happening. That's at 24 years old.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, hold on, man. But we gotta get this off, man. Shout out to Big Dog Willie in the super chat. We hear you, biggest pound for pound king is Jake Paul and Khan. Pure facts. Hey, with that being said, do you put Jake Paul in there, or the Paul brothers in there as a promoter / fighter?
It ain't even up for debate if you include them. That's
So first off, Amir Khan isn't he retired? And Jake Paul is like if his Showtime pay-per-view numbers were so great, why is he on top rank? Why is he on ESPN's pay-per-view? Like you guys gotta. Hold up a second. Here's what happens, just so you understand what the corporate world is based on. They're based on return on investment, and if you give them a great ROI, they will actually increase your budget, so you don't have to go anywhere. They don't want you to go anywhere.
They want to see you come back. All right, we gave you this. You came back with this. I mean,
correct. So this is how you know. This is how you know a pay-per-view flopped. Not because of not because. Let me finish. Not because of reports in the media, but because that organization didn't pick up your next fight.
Smoke. So was Jake Paul? Jake Paul couldn't have been signed to Showtime. He couldn't have been.
No, he did that fight with Floyd, and that was on Showtime under
Yeah, but we talking about Jake. Well, I'm talking about Jake.
Well, didn't both of them fight on that card?
Nah, Jake fought like a week later or something like that. He didn't fight on that card.
Okay, I thought they both fought on there. I'm sorry, I don't.
So my thing is, I understand what Smoke's saying from a corporate level, but on that same corporate level, if Jake wasn't extended and he had room to roam, you know what I mean? Shit, ESPN Top Rank, they might just bought him out. Like shit, come give me those numbers for 2-3 years, or 2-3 fights.
I mean, I got you, but that's it, and that is the issue, right? The issue is ESPN's wallet bigger than Showtime, CBS, Paramount wallet? I don't believe so.
I would think so.
And I don't like if he's doing those numbers. So
Disney is nice.
Disney is nice. You forgetting about Disney though, Smoke.
This is Disney.
No, I got you. I'm adding all of that to it. If you say ESPN, right? So you Disney, Mickey Mouse, all that shit. If you were to take that against Paramount, you're talking about basically the same amounts of money, right? Because really, the people who are driving that. No, hold up a second. The numbers that are driving that are two things. It's their stock market price, right? And their advertising dollars. Their advertising dollars, that's where they're generating their revenue for the most part. And all of this shit is just like loss leaders in order to facilitate those two things. And on those two fronts, they're about the same. Their stock price and their avenue, the amount of revenue they generate in advertising. It says I think something like $18 billion goes in all the sports, and I think they collect something like 2.5 on both of their ends. It depends, like their respective like conglomerates.
Okay, sounds great, Smoke. So before we go too deep into that and get into that rabbit hole, I have another question for you, gentlemen. Out of the fights that we've seen so far this year, if you had to award the promoter of the year, who would it be so far?
Jake Paul.
A promoter of the year?
Jake Paul.
In February? In the first 2 months of the fucking year? Like,
from what? And did you hear the question? From what we've seen, from all the fights we've seen so far this year,
I mean, right. So if in the first 2 months, like the second month isn't even over, I would say it would be TGD Promotions. Gervonta Tank Davis Promotions would be the one winning the fucking battle. And maybe
wasn't there a
maybe
partnership?
Golden Boy.
Wow, you put Golden Boy over Jake Paul?
Yeah, Jake Paul did one fight yeah,
that
maybe
fight
yeah.
with Clarissa and
was that this year?
And them,
that was not this year.
Was that this year?
Bumgard and everything. That was this year.
That was last year.
No, I'm about to get a drink. I'm sober. Let me get a drink in my mind right, because I swear to God, that's this year.
I'm trying to figure out, I'm trying to work within the parameters of your question, but
No. You didn't give us much room because it's only been
this year.
Yeah, no, I don't think. But wait a minute, Alicia Bumgarner, that whole fucking those two fucking fights was last fucking quarter. That was not this year.
Hold on. There's no way I'm tripping. I'm telling you, it's this year. Somebody look at it. I'm telling you guys, that was this.
You're talking about Clarissa Shields, Savannah Marshall, Bumgardner Meyer. That shit.
Yeah.
Nah, hell no, that wasn't this year.
Nah, bro.
Are you damn? Okay, is there enough people saying it wasn't? Maybe I'm tripping.
Well, listen, just so you understand what Oscar De La Hoya has pulled off this year. He has attached his name to fucking maybe signing Terrence Crawford, the number one pound for pound guy, multi-division champion, the premier talent free agent who is part of the number one, the biggest fight, most lucrative fight in boxing. He's now attached himself to that fight, and now he's got a sanctioning body to order this fight for his organization, and he's done the first cross-promotional deal with the fucking DAZN since they entered the market, DAZN USA and fucking PBC. Like, the AJ fucking Wilder couldn't do it, but Ryan Garcia and Tank can. That's what he did so far in the first, not even, not even 8 months. Not even 8 weeks.
But you know how these things
not even
go,
8
man.
weeks of the fucking this year.
I ain't gonna believe any of that's happening. So
I'm just saying, but if you talk about promotion, when it comes to promotion, he's doing his job.
I would have to give the nod to Jake.
Yeah, like Gervonta Tank Davis in his exodus, in his separation from Floyd Mayweather promotion.
I swear, I knew I was right. Deuce Time said that was 2 weeks ago. We need a fact checker.
Wait, hold up a second. Hold that. Yeah, okay. I know it wasn't 2 weeks ago. So anyway, just so we understand that Bumgardner and fucking Alicia, that fight wasn't 2 weeks ago. I know it's totally what I was doing. Anyway, and you can fact check. All you got to do is look up goddamn when Clarissa Shields last fought. Is her last fight?
I'm on one phone, smart ass.
Oh my God. Okay, hold up. I'll hook it up and I'm gonna finish. I'm gonna land my plane and I'll look it up. Right. So when it comes to Gervonta Tank Davis, that guy this year started off with it as headlining pay-per-view in his, quote unquote, hometown, quasi hometown, in which he apparently broke fucking records and got yet another knockout. And there was upsets on that card. There was the up and coming next part of boxing on that card. And he secured the fight with one of what they're calling this generation's four kings. The first guy to get in the fucking ring, one of those dudes, and they're saying that this is one of the biggest fights in boxing. I think that is way fucking better, even if you're trying to give me Alicia Bumgarner and fucking Myers and all this other shit. But I know that was last quarter anyway. But
that event. So when I'm looking at it, I'm thinking about the whole event, the entirety of the event. That was in a great fight, good matchmaking.
Yeah, but you would have had this say last year, and then we could have had
Yeah,
so
exactly. You said this year.
About what promoter had the best
you said this year. You said so far this year. So the parameters of your question is the issue, right?
Yeah.
And even I could argue with you if you want to talk about whether or not the Alicia that star-studded, that stacked fucking card when it comes to female boxing, does that compare to what we've already seen from Tank and the hype we've seen around?
So okay, well let me expound.
We can do that. We can do that, but that's a different.
Let me expound the parameters so we can get to this. From the fights that we've seen so far this year, and the fights is forecasted to come, and within this first quarter, who do you think? Because in my mind, I'm already, and you're right. Because in my mind, I'm already counting the Tank and Ryan as a fight, the Caleb and Benavidez. I'm counting those fights already in my head as fights that's, it's here. So
Yeah, as far as the promotion, it's like fucking way better. Anyway, like, bro, the promotion for Tank and Ryan has surpassed the promotion of fucking Jake Ryan. Like Jake Ryan and Tommy Fury. Just so we understand, this fight has been marinated, right? Since like the Tyron Woodley 2 wasn't even supposed to happen. We were supposed to get Tommy Fury and Jake Paul back then.
Yeah.
He was marinated the fuck out of this fight. Now, the what is it? I don't even remember Garcia's first name. The guy that Tank just knocked the fuck out. What's that dude's first name?
The guy who Tank knocked the fuck out?
Hector Garcia. Hector, that's his name. Hector. Hector, the Greek hero guy. Anyway, I'm not going that far. So the Hector Garcia fight had no goddamn marination whatsoever. And they still talked about how that fight like broke records and pay-per-view thing. I think there was a Meek Mill fucking fight that happened outside of it. There was like a spinoff of like Gary Russell Jr. talking shit. They had the whole Russell clan next to him. Like right now we got like Tommy Fury, and I'm not mad at but we got what? We got Fury and Wilder dapping each other up. After whatever supposed bad blood was supposed to happen. And we had the jobs fair that is Saudi Arabia, but I don't know how much that is Jake Paul versus the princes of Saud, like flexing their economic muscle and their influence around the world. That's a toughie. I like the Saudi shit. Don't get me wrong. I still think Tank and fucking Oscar together beats it. Just because it's significance for boxing. Shit, hold up. Let me even back that up. My parents did send me they did send me a text about Jake Paul. And goddamn, they don't know who these people are either. That's a toughie. That's a good one. It's a good one. I would just say that marination fucking works. Why all these people, like while all us purist boxing fans might hate marination, it fucking works when it comes to the marketing of fights and ultimately like the revenue being generated and these kinds of questions.
Well, there's a threshold for your marination, right? Because I'm not sure about Bud and Earl. You know what I'm saying? That shit been marinating for they dry aging that shit. So marinating, there's a threshold for it, and I think it just happened to work out with the Tommy and Jake Paul shit. It just so happened to work out. You know what I mean? Shit, it was Sunday. There was no football. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't even know if there was no fights. They put a championship card as the co-main. The championship fight as the co-main. It was done right.
Yeah. I will say the thing about the Jake Paul thing. I don't get why all these boxing fans are so happy that Tommy Fury barely beat Jake Paul. I don't get the big lotto ticket, like the big fucking W from this thing. Like I don't get the big takeaway.
Smoke. You're talking. You have to realize this dude, Jake Paul, doesn't matter what he fight on, it outsells everybody. Last year, man, how many people went to that event this past weekend? How many boxing stars were there?
Yeah.
How many boxing stars? No, let me finish. How many boxing stars were there? How many people?
Do you think they're there because Jake Paul? Do you think they're there because Jake Paul is like popular, or do you think they're there because the Saudis flew him out?
The Jake Paul is popular. He outsells everybody. He outsells everybody. Maybe not to know.
For Jake Paul.
Jake Paul is popular. He brings people there.
I'm not saying he's not popular. That's not the question I'm asking you. Do you think
why would
Deontay Wilder left his house because Jake Paul is popular?
He went down there for a purpose.
I know he went down there for a purpose. That's not what I asked you. Do you think the purpose was because he was bowing down to the ultimate greatness of the popularity of Jake Paul?
Did he bow down to
you think he got out of his fucking bed?
No. But to be seen at that event worth something.
Yeah, it does. It does something for the Saudis.
No. That event is huge.
It
He could
was
have
huge
that
for
event.
the Saudis.
He could have had that event. He could have had that event in the United States, and it'll be just as big.
Okay, there you go.
If not bigger.
Okay,
so
cool.
it didn't matter if it didn't matter if it's the Saudis.
Go ahead. I'm interested in this argument. Go ahead. Like, make this argument.
It's not for the Saudis. That's a big event. I don't know why you guys try to discount. I know it hurts for this dude, for Jake Paul to get bigger pay-per-view numbers than everybody else, but that's what it is.
Okay, so when they say that the Canelo did 800,000 pay-per-view buys at $80 a pop, how is Jake Paul like surpassing that?
Here, let me get the numbers out.
Right, and
I just hold on. Let me get the numbers out.
I'm not mad at it. For me, I think that it's like boxing needs all of it. I'm not pitting one person against another because I don't think boxing can really afford that kind of like really weird, like unnecessarily competitive kind of viewpoint. I'm looking at it as a macro kind of thing. Boxing needs all of it. It needs Jake Paul. It needs Canelo. It needs all these big fights to actually happen and generate to the entire.
Yeah, I'm not saying they don't need. I'm not saying they don't need it. I'm just saying
at all. Yeah, I'm just
saying Jake Paul. Smoke, slow down. I'm just saying Jake Paul is the biggest promoter or for his fights. He's the biggest one out there. Sorry.
Right, but that was the question. So the question was, who's going to be the guy in the future? It wasn't like who is doing really good numbers now, because I don't even actually know what the female boxing does. I just really like that card because I'm a proponent of female boxing. I don't know actually what the numbers were for that card.
Who
so
else
like
gets
two
that?
separate numbers. This is two separate, like really different metrics.
Who else can get that? I'm just saying, he's doing more than all the promoters right now. He's in a big fight. That women's fight, that's just a stepping stone for him. Like he's himself boxing, playing around, whatever he's doing in the ring, probably scripted and everything. But himself is doing better. Like last year, my fault, but the year before last, it was Mayweather that was making more money than every boxer right now. And he's still pretty much kind of the face of boxing. He find dudes from Japan who do kung fu. Or karate or whatever you want to call it. So
yeah, kung fu Chinese.
I know, that's why I say karate. But I mean, you guys have to realize that, man. It's just it is what it is. I know it hurts to us boxing purists, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I'm just waiting for your rebuttal, Smoke. I mean.
Oh, I'm sorry. I missed what your point. I got lost in the example. What was your point?
No, I'm just saying Jake Paul. I called to say Jake Paul is the biggest promoter in boxing right now.
Yeah, Jake Paul is the biggest promoter in boxing right now.
Yeah, he promotes him. He promotes himself.
There are guys whose events generate more income. See, the thing about Jake Paul is that he puts a bunch of eyes on his events, but he just doesn't throw a lot of events. So if you were to ask like whose events draw more, like Tom Brown's, Jake Paul's, or Eddie Hearn's, it would probably, like, Jake Paul would probably come in third. If you added even if you added Oscar,
are you talking about a collection of fights, or are you talking about one big fight?
Let me finish. If you added Oscar De La Hoya, he'd come in fourth. Like the more guys that you talk about, and I'm not, and when I add Oscar De La Hoya, it's because like his champions are like, lower weight class females. He doesn't really have like a male champion at all. He has like minimum weight women that nobody fucking watches. Nobody watches minimum weight men, much less fucking women, right? So it's kind of like even Oscar, I think, beats Jake Paul in terms of like numbers and all that other shit.
Well, can you put on more events?
Okay,
is that what you're saying?
So okay, I have another question, gentlemen, real quick. I'm sorry. Let's let this host die. But somewhat in the same realm. From what we're seeing, we may possibly lose a promoter this year. May it be PBC, may it be BOK Prime, Top Rank, any promotion company that you can think of. What promotion company you think would not be able to make it out of 2023 successfully?
You said BOK Prime?
Oh shit! It's probably Pro Bellum. Pro Bellum is the one that's on the chopping block.
Yeah,
the fighters are too good. Nobody wants to fucking fight them.
TV deal, Pro Bellum not having a network deal and shit, and they always got to outsource all their fighters, man. So, yeah, I mean, we'll see. Even though I think
they got Regis and Nonito are the big stars. Like
Regis, I think Nonito will be a champion again. So that'll be 3 champions in my opinion. Like they'll have Regis,
left-handed can't get a fight. Old can't get a fight.
What's the name? Shaqy Foster. I think Shaqy
new,
Foster.
New, but 130-pound division. Doesn't really have a lot of eyes on it.
Yeah. So
you don't think that these gentlemen that you're naming, so do either the gentlemen you're naming, you don't think they have enough star power, or is it not enough dance partners at an affordable rate that will help them maintain business?
I don't think it's necessarily. I think they got dance partners. It's just since they don't have a network deal, like like the Matchroom and Golden Boys with the Zone and Top Ranks with ESPN and PBC, or they got Showtime and pretty soon CBS. Pro Bellum.
What businesses does it take? What businesses does it make to put your fighter in with Regis program or Nonito Donaire?
Or I mean, what business sense do it make to put him in with those Shaqy Foster now?
Exactly. That's what. Exactly.
Yeah.
At least with Shaqy Foster, you can be like, no, he's even a new champion. He's kind of tough to beat. You don't know what the fuck version you're gonna get of him. Nah. All that shit is just like, unless you're, especially if you have inventory, if to the extent you have in-house inventory and influence in the sanctioning bodies, like why the fuck would you fight these guys? Like,
okay. So I have another question, and this is pretty. This is like an exciting question, just something. Nothing is deep. You don't have to go down a rabbit hole with this one. But out of all the styles of boxing, what style of boxing could you live without? Like, what's that boxing style? You're like,
Brandon Figueroa.
Well, his traditional style or the one that he's transformed into?
The one that he's transformed into, that walk forward, run into punches shit, but I'm gonna hit you too, so it's cool. Like, I don't like that. I don't like zombie fighting.
I'll go with Dillian White. I don't like Dillian White's new style. Yeah, I don't think he's very good at it.
And what style would you say this is? His new style?
His new style is trying to turn a bruiser into like work behind the jab. Like, I don't mind necessarily working behind the jab specifically, because I think that's how you win fights. But the way he works behind it, well, actually, so you're asking more bigger than like the one particular fighter. Okay, hold up. I answered it based on what
like a style. But
if there's a style, it's a style I can do without.
Yeah,
it is.
Dylan White don't count.
It is.
Hold a second, Smoke, before you answer. So I'm asking these questions for people who don't really know boxing. They can come in and they can listen here and be like, "Oh, okay, this is a style."
Okay.
My
style is not
to fight like zombies. I don't like that.
Well, okay. To me, it's Rock'em Sock'em. I don't like two dudes that just stand there with no goddamn head movement and they just throw a bunch of fucking arm punches or no, I don't like Rock'em Sock'em.
Okay, so you don't like fighters that's like
volume punches, no defense, no power, no defense, no head movement.
You don't like
just throw a fucking, but they're just gonna stand there and throw shots.
Okay, so you don't like bruisers. DJ?
No, I do like bruisers.
Hold on, how you don't like? Because most Rock'em Sock'em people have power.
And no, they don't. That's why they sit there Rock'em Sock'em, because if you go.
Okay, I'm trying to figure out what's Rock'em Sock'em like. But I think Rock'em Sock'em, I think people with power who can't box.
You remember the Rock'em Sock'em game? It was two guys sitting there.
No, somebody get their head blown off.
No. Hold up.
I mean, I know it go pops off their head. I mean, I know Rock'em Sock'em.
No, I'm saying Rock'em Sock'em. The winner would get their head blown off. That doesn't mean that, like, to get through a game, it was a bunch of heads getting blown off. It was actually very hard to blow somebody's fucking head off. You just sat there pushing fucking buttons, throwing a bunch of fucking punches where the head didn't move. I don't like watching that shit.
Okay, now you're taking it way too literally. I'm just saying.
You're not understanding what I'm saying. You're saying I'm taking too literally when I'm just trying to clarify what I mean.
Yeah. So how about I answer it and then maybe we see if that gives us some insight on what I'm thinking.
Hey, Kyle, next need the link if you can post the link again.
What I mean, like for me personally, the style I can see less of, I'm just okay on, is that low guard Philly shell. That I've seen it happen. I've seen it not work so many times that I just feel like a lot of fighters are getting into it and doing this because it's like a fad type of style, and they really can't master it. And if you don't master it, it leaves you defensively vulnerable. And to me, it doesn't make for a good fight because you see actually a good fighter not being able to give me a good fight or even defend himself and attack properly.
Hey, Kyle, Max is looking for the link.
Just text him, Max. I think. Oh, DJ. Oh, know what? It's in the chat. Look in the chat.
Yeah, hold on. I had to get my phone. Hold
on. Unless Max is trying to link, he might be trying to link. You know, and we don't get down like that. We don't link with cops, Max. So, with my answer, anyone else have another answer? What they think is Big Dog Willie? I know you.
I mean, I really don't care. I think if it's like I used to hate. I'll just say this. I used to hate fighters like
Floyd. Say Floyd. Please say Floyd.
No, Hopkins. I hated Hopkins' style. Hated it.
Wow.
Yeah, hated it. It's not like he was too defensive. He tried to do. He was just awkward, and his defense was good, but I don't know. I just didn't like how he fought. Floyd. I think Floyd. I don't mind Floyd's style because it's probably for him. He found style and his Philly shell or whatever he does. I think the Philly shell that whatever he mastered that.
Yeah.
People say it's James Toney, but he mastered it. I don't mind that because he's really effective with it. He wins, you know. But I hear what you're saying. Somebody who use that style and they can't fight. Yeah. Or people who like Broner. You're right. Like Broner, he uses that style. And he doesn't throw no punches when he uses style.
Yeah.
So
he doesn't attack properly, and I think even in training in that style, you kind of you don't focus on because that's better. That style is more for a counter puncher, right?
Yeah.
And if you're in the fight and you have to let your hands go, you have to turn and be the aggressor, walk with a front foot, then it doesn't work as well. But to go back to what you were saying, Mr. Smoke, you was talking about bruisers. So I
wasn't talking about bruisers. Like bruisers, I don't mind. Like actually,
you don't mind? Okay.
All right, no, really, what I don't like is Rock'em Sock'em. I don't like that shit. I don't like sluggers, but bruisers I can actually get behind. I actually like guys who color outside the lines. Like I like guys who use their elbows and their heads and all that shit. Like Figueroa was leaving. I like bruisers.
As a bruiser.
Yeah, I like guys who hit on the head. I think that shit.
Yeah, Smoke. I'm getting like mixed up. Like I heard what you're saying because I was thinking bruisers and sluggers were the same thing. I thought it was the same thing.
No, it's not. That's what I'm saying. I don't like sluggers. I do like bruisers.
So you don't like knockout artists? You're saying?
Not so much. I mean, they're a step above fucking Rock'em Sock'em, but I'm not really a big fan of like. Yeah, so like your whole thing is like I have a puncher's chance. Like I don't.
So you know.
So George Foreman, George Foreman.
Like Amir Khan style of getting knocked the fuck out.
Well, you know what? Amir Khan is one of the best fighters who ever lived on the planet. They compare him to Ali, you know, everybody.
What's up, Amir big dog? How you been?
Huh?
Amir Khan says the best fighter on the planet is Gary Russell, and Mr. Gary Russell.
I don't mind Andre Ward. I don't mind Brandon Figueroa. I don't even fucking mind Dylan White before he decided he's gonna become a boxer. I don't like Bernard Hopkins. I find Bruises to be just fine.
I didn't like Winky Wright style.
Winky Wright was
Yeah,
okay.
he was a defensive first counter puncher. Yeah, that's kind of
yeah. You take a lot of punishment that way. Okay. Now, what fighter that we have now do you think has approached? Or how can I say that? Out of the fighters that we got going on right now, who chin has been the most surprising? Either surprising that hey they can take a punch, or surprising as dude, I did not expect your chin to be this glass.
Who's that?
Canelo Ben had a chin. Canelo had a chin for a long time.
Good question. I ain't never sat back and thought about that. Hold on.
I probably.
I don't know why I can't think. It's right on the tip of my tongue. Old boy from New York. Oh my God! Stop with this.
So I'm actually surprised for how Bud Good is. For how good Bud is. How weak his chin is.
Yeah. No, but I still want to go with for me. It's
J-Rock is the most surprising. J-Rock turns into a completely different fighter if you touch his fucking chin.
I'm gonna say both. I'm gonna say both the Charlo's chins, Canelo's chin.
Yeah, but those are strong chins.
That chin is like you're surprised.
He said surprise.
But you said either way, right? You say either way, right?
So identify which way you're speaking of, please.
No, I'm saying Canelo. I'm surprised that even after he's moved up to heavier weights, fought heavier punchers, fought someone like Triple G, who's known to at least wobble dudes, at the very least. He's taken everything. I don't think I've ever seen him wobbles. I don't think I've ever seen him stanky leg. I'll never maybe take a step back and reset.
Chris
but
Colbert.
like,
that's what I'm thinking of. I'm sorry. Keep going. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Chris Colbert.
I'm
sorry.
Yeah, that's what's impressed me about Canelo's chin. I think he probably has one of the Hall of Fame chins.
Well, I think
he has a solid chin. He has a really good chin.
I expected Chris Colbert to have more than what he has.
Damn.
I didn't know Tank had a chin like that.
Yeah, Tank got a chin on him. Tank got a
chin on him too. That's why people are like, oh, he might get knocked out. I'm like, I don't know, man. He can take a punch.
Earl surprised me with his chin. Like he took that shot from Ugas, and he recovered very well. It didn't like that could have put some people down.
I mean, but he got wobbled by Sean though.
Sean, listen, you gotta understand. Sean was a big guy shrunk down. He was.
I'm surprised.
You know what?
Sean was.
You know what?
I'm a little bit surprised.
That's a style I don't like. Sean Porter style I don't like. Sean Porter style I don't like. That's what it is.
That's specific guys though. That's not like
no.
If we can talk about guys,
I know, but I hate
styles that don't like, right?
It's like, man.
Shout out to Rider of the Storm. He said punch and grab needs to go. So
yeah, jab and grab is gone. But like, if you were to say that, but like, who has that style? It's like John Ruiz, fucking Vladimir Klitschko, or Grabomir Klitschko. Like,
the Klitschko was boring. I didn't like his style either.
That jab and grab.
Yeah, like that. No one's really like fucking with that. Like nobody really has that style right now.
So was anybody else? So I was surprised with Chris Colbert's chin, just because his mouth, so much flash, and the way he fought. I just figured he could take a punch, right? But I'm also extremely surprised in the Tower Inferno. God, what? I haven't had a drink yet, guys. I'm so sorry. Fedor. I'm surprised at how sturdy his chin is. This is because he stands up so tall, straight up, and he's so small. His legs, he's small. He's a small guy. I didn't expect him to be able to take some of those punches that Laura hit him with.
Oh well. Here's the thing. He's showing signs of Paul Williams that he can take a bunch of fucking shots early, but his career is probably gonna be short if he doesn't shore that shit up, and it's gonna end fucking nasty. Like that is just his chin is a I think a product of him being young and not getting hit on it a bunch just yet.
Yeah, Paul got knocked the fuck out by Martinez. I mean, that was the coldest punches ever.
Yeah, that was
he got knocked out smooth.
Yeah, that's the fight he woke up asking, why you got my belt?
So okay. And gentlemen, if I'm asking too many questions, apologize. Let's keep this conversation going slowly because that's the things I have in my mind. So if we got rid of if we got rid of the extra belts and got rid of these extra weight classes and we went back to old style boxing, who do you think will be reigning champs? Do you think?
You mean just one belt? Just one belt for each division?
Yeah.
Or
so
two,
you got like
one or two.
Yeah, back in the day it was like two. So let's say like
it was two. It was the WBC and WBA.
Yeah. So do you think like me personally? I think Usyk. No, actually, I think Fury carries those two belts. It's hard to say he wouldn't because he's already been a lineal champion. As much as I want to say Usyk would, I just think when you compile that, even like I said,
that's the Ring Magazine belt, bro. Like when you start talking about lineal champion, it's a Ring Magazine belt he's had. That's all you're talking about.
No, I understand. Okay, cool.
No, he beat the guy to beat the guy to beat the guy.
Beat the guy.
No, he wasn't the guy that beat the guy that beat the guy though. He wasn't that. He just had the Ring Magazine belt, and they called
No,
it.
he was the guy that beat the guy. That's what made it. Huh?
He beat Klitschko.
He did, but he beat up Klitschko.
Yeah, Vladimir Klitschko was never the guy.
Yes, he was.
No, he was not. Lennox Lewis was the last. Okay, hold up a second. Lennox Lewis was the last guy.
After Lennox Lewis had.
Well, they changed it. I mean, Lennox Lewis retired.
Yes. Ring Magazine changed it. That's what I'm trying to tell you. The belt that Vladimir Klitschko had that made him fucking lineal was the Ring Magazine belt, because the Ring Magazine belt co-opted the term lineal, and that's why you had him fighting Shagayev when they said the number 1 versus number 2 according to Ring Magazine. That was created a new line. That's his lineal thing, because he beat Vladimir Klitschko, and then Ring Magazine again put the title on the line when he fought Wilder in the rematch. Then he became the 2-time lineal champion.
Ring Magazine is owned by. Okay, Ring Magazine started becoming owned by Oscar De La Hoya in like 2010. He had a chick on in front of it.
2007.
Yeah, he had a chick on his magazine with a Ronda Rousey. So whatever he does, I don't take serious.
Okay. So back to the question though. So like when you take the heavyweight and you get rid of the cruiser and it's just heavyweight and they all together, who reigns that weight class?
It's Fury still.
Still think it's Fury. You think Buddha?
Easily.
Hell no.
He doesn't. Okay.
Fury's just too damn big.
Fury's only fought in one division. So this idea of like truncating divisions doesn't have anything to do with the heavyweights that have never fought in the lower division. The only person that would affect was Usyk.
Smoke. Come on, man. You don't think Fury can knock out people in
right now? You're not understanding what I'm saying. If he's saying get rid of fucking weight divisions, why are we talking about Fury, who he would still be a heavyweight if you got rid of divisions? The only person that would affect is actually fucking Usyk.
Yeah, Usyk and Jack. They would have to be, they would be competing.
Jack is not a heavyweight. He's not even a heavyweight, so it wouldn't even affect him.
Well, he's a cruiserweight.
Right, but we're talking about we're talking about Fury, bro. God damn,
listen, what I'm saying is the cruisers
what
are now
he's saying is if we condense the weight classes and we got rid of the WBO and the IBF and the Ring Magazine.
No, that's sanctioning bodies. He's talking about reducing weight classes. Get rid of. If you're talking about get back to the original 8, well, just so we understand each other. Hold up a second. Hold up a second. We're talking about the flyweights, featherweights, lightweights, welterweights, middleweights, light heavyweights, and heavyweights. Am I missing somebody?
There's no light heavyweight.
Light heavyweight is one of the original 8.
So it was one original 8. Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I missed bantamweight. Did I say bantamweight? I missed bantamweight. I went straight from featherweight to
you said
to lightweight. So I missed bantamweight.
I thought you said bantam. Okay, so
So
now, who reigns light heavy?
We don't know. It's either Better Be or Bivol. They haven't fought.
Yeah.
You think it'll be one of those two guys? Okay.
160 is middleweight now.
And then we go middleweight.
And then I was thinking about something else, but no, he wouldn't even do that.
Hey, Charlo's been too inactive. The unified guys, Triple G, Janabek is new.
And no, you have to put Jamel.
Then you got Jaime in there.
Yeah, you put Jamel Charlo because we're not keeping 154.
Yeah, Boo Boo will be.
I don't ever put no Jaime Ming.
He's never fought at 160. He never fought at 160. I'm going to put him as a guy at 160.
You say you're condensing the fighters, and
that's why I asked. So is he moving down to 160?
He has to move up.
Moving down to 160, or are they moving up to 175?
What do you do with David Benavidez? What do you do with the Morels? What do you do?
Yeah, what do you do with Caleb Plant?
I would go off body.
That's what I'm saying. So that's what I'm saying. So
off their build up, probably
Andre, the Jaime McGee, the
Don't mention Hyman McGee. Fuck that fool. He's a duck.
Okay, I'm just trying to
Nah,
get like
fuck him. Fuck him, bro. He's the biggest.
Jamel will go up to 160. Jamel will go up to 160. He's not gonna fight no 147.
I don't think Jamel's winning at 160. I don't think he's the
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying too. That's why I said Jamel.
And that's what I'm asking. That
no, I'm saying you're saying he's gonna go to 160. I don't think he's gonna be a champion even.
Yeah, that's cool.
What?
That's cool. He might not. A lot of
Who's gonna beat Jamel at 160?
I think the other champions. Like I don't think he's gonna be a champion. I don't think he beats his brother. I don't know if he beats Triple G. Like when Triple G's the champion. I don't know this. I've never seen the guy fight at 160. Like how am I gonna project Jackson to be the winner at 160?
Okay. I hear what you're saying, but we're brainstorming and these are possible.
Yeah, I mean, I got it. It would be interesting. Like it'd be a kind of an interesting thing. Like if you say like it's Fandora. I think Fandora is a whole fucking load. But you said Jamel Charlo.
I said Jamel.
Who takes it?
Yeah, like I think I think Fandora has a better shot at than fucking Charlo.
Oh man.
Yeah, because he has a lot of space to blow up and still keep height and be still at
and still be really effective because none of those dudes at 160 are particularly movers.
Yeah. I think Charlo will be too light, you know what I'm saying? Like, and he's too heavy to shrink down. See, when you do that, you either have to come in and shrink down and make weight that small, or you have to fight up with the bigger guys. And in doing so, a lot of this stuff in between falls out. Like,
Man, Jamel will be just fine at 160.
I don't.
I don't think Jamel agrees with you. Or he to move this fucking little ass up to 160.
He's talking about moving up there.
I mean, I got it. He would already be there.
Yeah. So you trying to say his power wouldn't carry?
I'm saying that he doesn't agree with you because he's not there.
He's not. So you know why he's not there?
Yeah, because he's about to retire instead of going there.
No, his brother's there. That's why he's not there.
Okay, he don't have to fight his brother. There's other belts. His brother got one fucking belt. His brother's not like the only guy is there. Like, so I can't go there. There's 3 other fucking belts and a ton of other people not named Jamal Charlo.
We're talking about. Okay, how many belts are you talking about now? Because now we're saying there's 4. We can. Okay, Smoke, you're all over the place sometimes.
I'm not all over the place. I'm looking at fucking boxing. You are the one who's like, oh yeah, he's just got the only reason not going to 160 because he won't fight his brother. Okay, no, his brother not even fighting.
So Jamel Charlo,
his brother hasn't had to fight him in 2 years. Like,
so Jamel, but his brother's at 160.
What happened?
It doesn't matter how many years he. So okay, hold on. So what I'm just trying to say is, so Jamel would not be in the question at all. Questionable at all. He wouldn't fight. No, he wouldn't fight.
No, I just don't have him beating the guy. Like I don't know that he beats Janabek. Maybe he does.
So let's make it easy.
Okay, you said let's make it easy and then cut out. What does that mean? Cut out?
Who takes that weight class? I think Boo-Boo. When you throw all them in
yeah, you put all the 154s and all the 160s in one weight class. Who takes it all? Actually, actually here's the thing. Here's really the issue. Which 168s can also make 160? Because maybe Canelo takes it all. Maybe Canelo is the guy that wins, like beats everybody.
I forgot about Canelo. Yeah, so 168 will be Canelo. Yeah, can he fight at 154, 160? He can get down 160. So yeah, it will be Canelo. It will be Canelo.
If you were to just say all the middleweights are just all at 160 pounds, can Dave Morrell make 160? I don't know. I don't think Benavidez can make 160.
No, I
don't even know what he does. I think he's gonna have to put him in the light heavyweights. I think he's gonna get fucked up.
I mean, when you just look at the hardware, Canelo already had 3 belts at 154, 3 at 160, and all 4 at 168. So I mean, in that whole little area, he'd probably be the front runner.
Yeah, I kind of forgot about Canelo. So yeah, Canelo at 160 because he's the best. So we can just close that argument. What about 147?
Mayweather.
It's a Mayweather.
So now you got the little 154 pounders and the big 140 pounders.
147. 147.
Shout out to Ghost in the comment section. Says lowest Boo Boo can make is 164. I don't know if you guys already read that. I'm just trying to keep the comments going.
Is this recently?
Yeah, I don't think Boo Boo beats. Like Boo Boo got dropped by fucking whoever the fuck that was he just last fought. Like
So 147. Who you think? Who you think
I
at
got
welterweight?
I think Earl beats everybody. The little guys, the little 154 pounders,
About
and the
Bud.
big 140 pounders. I think Earl beats them all.
So Bud. So you say Errol. I think Bud. So Bud and Errol are the two people at 147 at welterweight.
As they should be.
Yeah. So that's yeah.
You think they clear out 154?
Who? Spencer.
154 doesn't exist.
Yeah, 154 doesn't exist.
But the fighters in that weight class, like you really think
They either have to go up or come down, right? So Fandura says he can go down.
You said
but Lubin has already fought at 147, right? Lubin's already fought at 147. Danny Garcia already fought at 147.
Oh yeah, Danny Garcia. But I still think it'll be Bud and Spence.
See, here's the thing. Wow. I think Fandura has a shot going either up or down. I think Fandura has a shot.
What's your fascination with Fandura?
Well, it's because
there's no way
because that guy is a fucking problem.
There's no
what
way.
Do you mean? Like, what's my fascination? He's 6'6", and he throws punches like that. Those arms, the way that he fights from the inside, those angles are like nobody. It's impossible to fucking game plan for that guy.
Canelo knock his ass out.
I think Canelo might knock it. I got you. I didn't argue against Canelo. But I don't know that Canelo has the man. Canelo. I don't know if Canelo has the output.
Canelo will knock his ass out.
He might. I'm not saying he wouldn't. I didn't argue against Canelo being the guy, right? I'm the one who said
real
Canelo.
Quick, gentlemen. So on the concession right now, what we have is Fury takes the top, and then you're saying who's the next guy up?
Lightweight. It's light heavyweight.
Yeah, no. So who did we go with?
We said either Beterbiev or Bivol. We didn't. It was.
Okay, I do remember that. Okay, yeah, you said Beterbiev or Bivol.
Like I said, the two top guys in the weight class now.
Yeah, and then middle.
So the question is, hold up a second. So if we're gonna keep consistent, the question is, what are the small cruiserweights that can go down to 175, and what are the bigger cruiserweights that can go up to heavyweight? But
to be honest, fuck the cruiserweights because nobody cares
they all
about the
fucking lame. Maybe Jai Opatai. I don't know if Jai Opatai can even beat Beterbiev or the cruiserweights are kind of lame. I don't think they can beat the light heavyweight.
I think wherever they land, it's a hard day for either way for them.
Yeah,
to be honest. Now we're talking about we're going down. We're in middle, and you guys still think at middleweight it's
Canelo.
Two guys.
It's just Canelo.
Probably.
Just Canelo.
Who else gonna be at middleweight that can fuck with Canelo? I'm sorry.
Yeah, because both Charlos in that theory we gave, both Charlos are going up.
I like Mel Charlo against Canelo. Actually, I do like Mel. I don't like Maul against Charlo, but I do like Mel against Charlo. I like that fight.
That's probably his best competition is Mel.
Especially because he used that lateral movement in that last fight that Johan Guzman fucking wrinkled his added to his game. That's a good fight. That's a real good fight. I still would shade Canelo, but actually not the last Canelo I saw. Damn. But he's been fighting at 160 out. It's hard. 160 Canelo versus 154 Charlo.
I think Canelo wins, especially when he's on his juice. When he's on his juice, he's gonna be unstoppable.
Okay. And okay, so damn, we gotta give it to Canelo. I don't want to give it to Canelo. I don't like that guy.
I like the lateral movement. See, I like lateral movement against Canelo. I like lateral movements against Fandura. But if you're not going to move laterally, then those guys are going to Fandura's going to eat you up with volume, and Canelo might eat you up with power, right? He's going to eat you up with power.
Hey, Caleb Plant tried that shit, didn't work.
Yeah, he did.
No, Caleb Plant does not have the lateral movement of a fucking Mel Charlo. Hell no, that dude is not. That is not what I'm talking about.
Caleb Plant's very slick.
Hey, Caleb
I didn't say slick. I said lateral movement.
Actually, why won't
I'm talking about your feet. I'm not talking about your ability as like a slip of punch.
Bro, Caleb moves way more.
Caleb can move, dude.
I didn't say Caleb can move, dude. That's not my point. I'm talking about what we just saw in Mel Charlo's last performance. We don't see that of Caleb Plant.
I can agree.
Are you talking about Mel's against? You mean against what's his name? Against
Castano. The last fight. Like not traditionally. Traditionally, like Mel is not much of a mover, but they added Juan Guzman to the camp in the first Castaño fight, and he was like kind of moving around. It's okay, but he's got trapped on the ropes a lot. But in the last fight, he was way more.
Mel didn't take that. Mel didn't take that fight seriously. Mel did not take that fight seriously. That first Castaño fight.
I'm just telling you, like he had just more time with a new kind of style. Is my point.
Nah, I think I'm not doing that. He definitely took that fight serious. We just found out Brian Castaño was a lot.
Big screamy.
Well, I'm not even talking about whether or not he take it seriously. I'm talking about the fact that he used lateral movement.
No, I know you not. But
I got $5 for the winner. I got $5 for the winner. Who gonna get that smoke? I got $5 for the winner. They both some shit. All right, I got $20. You smoke both of them.
Combo, mute up, man.
Mute.
Nah, we about to watch the kids fight, y'all. We about to get a good fight, man.
I know, man.
Which kids? How old are these kids?
Why are you promoting this shit, dude?
Hey,
which kids? When you say kids, well, how old are we? How old are we talking?
I don't know. They Mexican, so who knows?
Who knows?
Then why you call them kids? They might be 45 years old. They might be older than you. Shit.
I wouldn't let black kids fight, but yeah, Mexicans, that's what they're for.
Oh man, that is so cold. Man, get out of here, man. You look at the channel. You look at the channel.
Okay,
Shut off.
Let me ask you this. We're all dads here. At what age did you teach your kid the 6 fucking punches? 6, right?
I think my son was like 5 when I got him jump.
I haven't taught my daughter none.
I have a daughter, and so I was not thinking about sending my daughter out there to learn how to throw a bunch of punches.
Not teaching my daughter to fight.
What? Holy shit, dude! My daughter was a monster when she was a fucking like. As a matter of fact, she's like mellowed out when she had like it later on, but like back when she was doing capoeira and karate and all that shit, like fuck, dude.
So when my son was like, I would say 5 or 6, I took him around the neighborhood. I said, "Since you think you big and bad, I got some kids from around the neighborhood to jump them." And I was
my daughter's
fucking surprised.
People, so I mean, you know,
I'm not condoning teaching kids how to fight. I'm not doing that today.
Oh shit! Like, what?
Boxing? You talking about sport? You talking about boxing? You talking about boxing or sport?
It's cute when they're young, but when they become adults and still got the mentality, they're gonna die. So.
Okay, hold up a second. So when your kids are like when they're developing their physicality, right? Their physique, their like that part of it, not just their minds, like the after school shit, the sports. Like you don't like it's just basketball, is it like in what volleyball for girls? Like you don't put them in like martial arts shit?
My daughter, she did taekwondo. But
a masculine daughter. What are you talking about masculine? What the fuck got to do with masculine?
Right,
like,
hold on.
A second.
Combat is traditionally a masculine thing, dog.
No, hold on. We got to finish this because I really want to know. Do you think, like, I'm trying to get to the point that what do y'all think Devin Haney falls at? Do you think Tank takes it? Like, that's what, like, we never
Tank
made it.
Takes what? Tank or Devin takes what? Like, what are we talking about now?
You talking about the weight class? He changed up on us.
Okay, right. Okay, so we're gonna go back to the child wearing. He's still like interested in this whole fuck. Why don't you just ask the question you actually really want to know without us having to collapse 17 divisions into 8?
Because we about to shake this shit up. So now, okay, next weight class.
What he wanted for last.
Next weight class.
Yeah, like fucking just make your point and ask your question in real quick.
Next weight class, who takes it?
Tank.
I got Dev over here.
I got Shakur.
We talking lightweight? Lightweight?
Lightweight, yeah, Shakur, 135. I got Shakur. He got Tank, and somebody got Devin.
Gervonta Davis.
So, those are the 3 top I can think of.
Regis?
Who?
Will Regis be there?
Regis be at 147.
Nah, Regis is small.
I think he would have to go down.
Hey, Regis is not banging with Earl and Bud.
I think I might have Matthias over everybody.
Regis is not fucking with Earl and Bud.
Let's be real about that shit.
Come on.
Regis is not a huge super lightweight.
No, and I don't think he can make 135, which is why they have these these divisions. Like some of the tweener divisions are newer, and then some of them are older. Like 140 is one of the older ones. 154 is one of the older ones. Like cruiserweight is like kind of new, right? So it's kind of like all of these, even the tweener divisions are like not equal.
Well, we're talking. We're doing the traditional. Traditional.
Yeah, if you get traditional 8, then it's just kind of like.
No one says Ryan, and no one said Boots.
Nobody cares. I don't think Boots is not there yet.
Boots. Like they can't beat these guys. Like
Ryan's not beating no Tank. He's gonna get his ass knocked out. We're gonna see that.
He's not beating Matthias. Ryan is not beating Ponce.
Yeah.
Okay, where's Ryan at now? Ryan, where's Ryan at?
Antoine, man. Fuck
You
that.
think? Hold on.
You think Ponce comes up and still gives problems?
Okay, it's not coming up. I'm talking about Ryan. Ryan himself has never fought an actual 140 pounder. Like Ponce has been knocking out 140 pounders. Ryan has been fighting 135 guys that can't make weight.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Why would Ryan? I mean, who's the other guy you said? Matisse.
Yeah, Matthias. Like I think, like none of these, like all of these dudes are food either at 135 or at 147. Because
if he goes down 135, he's gonna get knocked out by Tank. He's gonna get knocked out in our box.
I think
who will get knocked out by Tank?
Matthias. He will get knocked out by Tank. Tank will knock his head off.
At what weight class? Not at 147, he wouldn't.
No, when you said Matthias going up or down, I think you said he's going down.
I mean, okay, so that's the thing. He's never fought at 135. That's why this fucking question is goddamn stupid. Like, can we just move on from the shit?
How is it stupid? Because
it's not stupid, man.
Because these guys at this point, like literally, like really, the only question you wanted to ask is who beats somebody at 135.
No.
Who's the best at 135?
You guys are forgetting that Gary Russell runs that. He will run that whole division.
Gary Russell whole division. He's never fought other outside of fucking featherweight.
Yeah, he goes up and he runs at the whole division.
What whole division? He's never
135. 135.
No, he's not gonna beat anybody at 135. He already got beat by the one guy who ain't beating anybody, and that's fucking Loma.
Hold on,
he's not even beating Loma at 135.
Didn't JoJo go up and get a belt and he fucking
at 130?
Okay, but JoJo, all that would be in the same consolidated.
That wouldn't be. 130 wouldn't exist in your world, man. I'm done with this fucking shit. I'm done with it. In your world, just so you understand this, JoJo Diaz would never be a champion.
Yes, you're correct.
So then why are you talking about the belt he won in a division that wouldn't exist?
But what I'm saying is
he said he'll come up. He said he'll come up. He said he'll come up, Smoke.
Yes, he did come up. And when he came up, he got his ass whooped because he's too little.
Okay, there we go. That's dude. He's not beating nobody. He's not a champion at 135. Sorry, man. He's not a champion at 135. There's too much. There's a lot of firepower at 135, and I don't think he can handle it. He's a little ass dude.
Canelo can handle the firepower with all those big dogs. You think he can take? Nah.
Are you talking about? You said what's his name can go up to 135, and what's my ass? You said that.
Yeah. If you took those weight classes, consolidated it, he would reign king.
He'll be Shakur. He'll be Tank. He'll be Devin Haney. That's what you're saying.
Yes. The only one that's gonna give him a problem.
Wow. I got it. Like you did all this shit so you can be a homer for DC. Like Gary Russell's not that good. Sorry. Can we move on now?
He's not that. He's good, but at his weight class, he's not beating nobody at 135.
Think this hard so you can fucking cap for Gary Russell Jr. Like,
no. Because I did this. Because okay, haha.
That's what it was. That's exactly what it was, Smoke.
Let me explain to you why I did this, Smoke.
Like, we're like collapsing goddamn weight classes, sending this dude over here and this.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here, man.
Listen, because the expansion of the weight classes and the belt has made boxing. It has hurt boxing. So if we went back to the old days where boxing was pure, 2 belts, a few weight classes, we won't have all these champions and who will reign champion. That's what that is. That's what I'm asking.
I'm sorry, but me and Smoke have been arguing about this shit. He went all the way down to 135 to just
man, he said so we can talk about fucking Tank and goddamn Gary Russell Jr. Fuck the DMV. Like, what the fuck? We started with Tyson Fury so you can talk about 2 dudes from your home, from your backyard. Fuck, dude.
No, it's not my fault that the my backyard would be the ones that beat everyone.
Oh man, we were arguing about this for like 45 minutes. Let's just get to that.
Literally, stop talking about how the hell we raised our kids for this shit.
Yeah, that's not boxing. This is a boxing section, not how to raise your kids section. Okay.
In fucking combat.
This is boxing, not.
Oh my god. Smokey Nose on the head. I didn't even think about that till you said it, man. You know. Oh
No
shit.
one wants to hear about how you raise your children to be stand-up people, and I raise my children to be a serial killer. No one wants.
Hey, listen, we're just talking about whether or not, like, if we put them at the barbecue, right? Like, who's gonna put their money on once those hands start flying? That's all. Like, the psychopath might win. I don't think so. I think training beats psychopath. Like, I think this training beats the psychopath. But hey, that's what the wagers are all about.
Hey, I got Gary Russell though in the backyard for real.
Shit. I mean, if it's featherweight, listen. If those do okay, so the 130 pounders that can still make 126. Do I still have Gary Russell Jr.? I don't know that Gary Russell Jr. can go 12 anymore. He looked
what's a cat
like he was gray beard talking shit. He looked like a crotchety fucking old man at Tank's last fight.
He went 12 his last fight.
No, he didn't. Yeah, he went 12 and then lost in his last fight. And he didn't. And he was injured. His fight was one arm and lost that fight.
And went 12. And went 12 rounds.
No, right. So I got it with one arm, bro. When I say he can't go 12, I mean he can't go 12 with his fucking full capacity. He had one fucking arm.
Okay, so where's Gary going to be at? 126 or 126 or a 135?
I think he goes up to 135.
Okay. Smoke, where you have him? So we just get this over.
Where do I have him? I have him at a big ass fucking question mark. I don't know if any of the Russells have actually recovered from the death of Dad and maybe even Batman.
Okay, I didn't ask. I said what weight class?
I don't even know.
You don't know what weight class?
Say again.
Okay.
He's
what
never
weight
fought
class?
outside of featherweight. He's only been in one weight class his whole
That's
career.
what I'm saying. So would he go up or would he stay down at
He's
feather?
going to stay right there featherweight. That's one of the original 8.
There you go. Okay, there we go.
He's featherweight is one of the original 8, so he's going to be a featherweight guy.
Okay, now we're going down to. I was going to finish this, but now we're going down to monsters and monsters weight class. So
I know nothing. I don't know nothing about them people.
Yeah, I really don't know either. I just know monster.
Monster at bantamweight is whooping ass. The thing is, Stephen Fulton has never fought at bantamweight.
That's his only competition, I believe.
I mean, you got MJ out there, and he's got Brandon Figueroa moved up to 126. So at featherweight, is Brandon Figueroa right now versus Gary Russell is a kind of interesting fight. Because it's the right style actually. If he fights his old style, fuck, that's a good fight.
You talking about now Gary Russell that's always injured and fights once a year.
I'm talking about old man Russell. I'm talking about old man Russell versus the Figueroa that faced Stephen Fulton. That's a good fight.
Dude, Gary Russell fights like once a year, man. No joke.
That's not his fault. Look at PBC. He's been victim to this for his whole career.
Okay, all right. Whatever. So how come everybody else can leave PBC but not him?
Well, I don't know. Maybe because
here's another question. How come all of his fights were just focused on fucking Leo Santa Cruz? And this whole idea about the PBC not giving him fights is really just him talking shit because he didn't get the Leo Santa Cruz fight. Well, who stopped him from fighting Josh Warrington? Who stopped him from going to the UK? Who stopped?
He didn't get a lot of fights he called for when he started.
I mean, okay, I'm sorry. I would say. So, what left-handed fighter is getting the fights that he calls for?
Well, to be fair, Leo Santa Cruz ducked the shit out of Gary Russell. So
yeah, I know, but they're putting that on the entire division and also on the entire PBC because Leo Santa Cruz didn't want to fight him.
Yeah, that Leo Santa Cruz did not want to fight him. Literally said, "Hell no, I'm not. He's too fast. I'll get beat up."
Yeah, PBC didn't have anybody to fight him at lightweight. At featherweight. That's first off. And then the other part of it is he didn't go anywhere outside the PBC to get those fights.
Gary has an issue with the PBC for some odd reason. I don't know.
Yeah, because these were stupid, man. I'm tired of all this scapegoating bullshit. I'm done. Give me his fucking fight, bro. Stop trying to tell me, stop blaming it on somebody else that you fucking. What's going on? Went the IBF fucking route. Like it's the same. Boots went the IBF route, kind of bullshit I'm hearing. Or Virgil Ortiz went the WBA route. Like, cool, but don't start telling me how like it's hard for Bud to get fights. Like, or it's hard for them to get fights. Virgil or fucking Boots. Sorry. Bud is another thing. Like him hard to get fights is another kind of issue. But anyway.
What did you say? I didn't hear what you said.
Oh, nothing. I just like got my pet peeves, my idiosyncrasies like mixed up for a second. So I did like.
I had a good laugh, man. I had a good laugh. Smoke, thanks for that laugh. I need that laugh.
Yeah.
So that was hilarious.
The fucking cap session behind the DMV.
That was just the fact that we did talk for like 45 minutes about stuff.
Yeah,
like I really wanted to know. No, listen. I truly be thinking like, okay, if we got rid of all the extra bullshit, got rid of all the shake, who's the pure? What's the real coke? What's the real rock? Who's really that person? Who's really that guy? Right now, we got a lot of guys who are the guys because they don't have to fight the other guys. So what happens when you take all that out of the way? Who's going to still stand to be that guy? That's what I'm asking.
No, we understand what you're asking, but when we got down to, it seemed like you're leading us to get to Gary Russell.
No. I was leading it down the weight classes. That's it.
I know, but that's what Smoke was saying. What Smoke was saying is that we were sitting there arguing and going back and forth about certain things, and then when we get down to 135, it was just Gary Russell.
Well, who else? Maybe his brother takes it. Maybe his brother's the one who gets it. Maybe
your brother would be up at 147, and he's not fucking with nobody in 147.
You don't think he'll come down?
No. He's up there at 147, and he won't survive at 147
at 147
at all.
He doesn't shake out. He doesn't shake out with all those guys. Because you don't have some 54 guys coming down. He doesn't.
No, there's two really good Hall of Fame fighters up there right now. So he's not gonna fuck with them. I mean, there's Spence and Crawford. He can't beat them at all.
Well, that's what I was wondering. Do Earl go all the way up?
No, he stays at 147.
You don't think he can blow? I think Earl really can blow up.
He can go up.
What to 160? Like, what do you mean? Like Earl is going to skip 2 divisions instead of just staying right there 147?
Sean came down from that.
Okay, great. Is this all just so that the DMV can win fights?
No. What is your hatred for greatness?
Oh, here we go with this shit again. Oh man.
What is your hatred for greatness, man? Just tell me that.
Are you asking me? Or are you asking Smoke?
I'm asking Smoke. He's just always angry and.
No, I'm pissed off that you're wasting our time with this shit, and actually how much fixated you are about like trying to like do this shit for like these mediocre ass fucking fighters. Like straight the fuck up. Straight the fuck up. I think
Gary Russell's not mediocre.
We don't need to erase 100 years of fucking boxing in order for me to tell you that I think Subriel Matias knocks Tank the fuck out, and I think that Gary Russell Jr.'s career is probably at his end.
Matias not knocking Tank out.
What?
He's not knocking Tank out, dude.
Okay, Smoke. I almost got off because you just sound stupid right now.
Gary Russell's not mediocre either. Gary Russell's not mediocre. Gary Russell is a Hall of Fame fighter. Yeah, don't. I know he's at this. Don't do that. Smoke knows better. Smoke knows better. I think he's just frustrated.
Smoke knows better than what? I'm not saying
he knows better.
Knock him out.
He knows
I'm just
better.
saying that I'm like if I'm gonna pick it that fight, I think is gonna end by knockout, and I would favor Subriel Matias in that fight. I don't like would I be surprised that Tank won? No. Would I be rooting for Tank? Yes. But do I think he's gonna actually win that fight? No.
You really think that Matias will knock Tank out? I'm just asking that.
Do I think okay? Subriel Matias killed a guy in the ring. What the fuck do you think? The guy has won every single fight by knockout.
Tank power goes.
Like, what are you saying to me right now? This guy. Okay, hold up a second. Subriel Matias has not only killed the guy in the ring, but he has been in there with the ring. He's been in there with another guy who killed the guy in the ring. Subriel Matias has shown that he has a fucking beard.
I don't know.
Okay, so
I haven't had a drink, but all your goddamn unnecessary yelling is getting on my damn nerves, Smoke. And maybe because you're saying dumb shit with it. But damn, make some sense, man.
I love DC. I have all kinds of phenomenal memories of that.
This has nothing to do with DC.
That doesn't make me turn off my fucking boxing brain.
Stop. Yeah. Okay. So stop trying to isolate DCs. I'm talking about everyone. I don't listen. If it don't shake out, it don't shake out. If it does, it does. Look about how.
No, I'm just telling you that your entire analogy makes fight fans have to work really hard just so you can fucking talk about two fighters.
No, it's not, because I want to talk about all the fighters. Like
we don't want to talk. Like you don't want to talk about all the fighters. You want to talk about fucking Tank, and you want to talk about Gary Russell Jr. You spent exactly like you didn't even remember the whole light heavyweight fucking conversation. You don't want to talk about them all. And right now, since we've been talking about this shit, you haven't got off of fucking Tank or Gary Russell Jr.
That's you.
That is not me. I didn't even bring it up,
dude. I literally wanted to hear this. This is what I wanted to hear, right? I wanted to see where everyone falls out at. I wanted to see if people were going to say, "Oh, Wilder takes it." If you put everybody in the bus, maybe Wilder takes it, or maybe Usyk comes up and takes it.
We started off at heavyweight. We could have stopped it right there if that was what you were interested in.
But why not go through the whole thing?
Well, I'll tell you why not go through the whole thing. First off, not everybody even in here understands the history of these fucking divisions and why they even exist. If you want to ask that, if you want to answer to that question, like really, if all you were interested in is 3 or 4 fucking fighters, then why do we have to erase the last 100 years of fucking boxing?
Oh my God, Smoke. Okay, Smoke. Just.
Like this thing is a ton of fucking brain work.
I don't
like who's gonna go up, who's gonna go down, who's gonna do this, who's gonna do that, so we can talk about Wilder, fucking Tank, and goddamn Gary Russell Jr. Like none of these dudes are fucking relevant outside of you like them.
Smoke, you have a tendency to turn arithmetic into algebra.
Yeah, nah, bro. Listen, now you're just getting me fucking hyped up. You're trying to get me jazzed up. I see what's happening.
You got yourself hyped up.
Yeah, they're gonna get me in my bag. Like I actually like these fucking fighters, but like, stop it.
But you the one who keep banging on them. I'm not banging on them. It's you.
Okay, you telling me it's me, but meanwhile you're not moving on, and now you're instead of talking about boxing, you're talking about me. I'm not even a boxer.
Smoke.
And you're trying to make it my fault. Like I got it, bro. I got it, but I'm not a fucking child, bro. Like you got to stop with this shit.
You got to irritate. You running with a whole different narrative.
Yeah, I know. I'm running with it. I'm running with a whole different narrative. Different than the narrative that you were trying to fucking project on this entire thing. I was trying to run with a different narrative. We were talking about shit that actually matters to us, like the way we raise our kids. But no, you want to talk about fucking tanking Gary Russell Jr. That matters to fucking nobody but you.
That's not about boxing, and that was you who had.
I got you. It was, and Gary Russell Jr. and fucking Tank is not about boxing. What they're about is fucking making money and talking shit on social media. That's what they're about.
Okay, Smoke. That's cool. That's cool.
It's not fucking cool, actually. I don't fucking like it, but I do. But I will fucking. I will let it. I let it go, the same way I let Jake Paul and shit go.
Gentlemen, are we done with that argument?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah. Okay. Sorry, my during that thing, my pop calls and like needs my help. So that's also what this whole thing is. So
okay,
I gotta. This has absolutely nothing to do with this conversation. I gotta fucking now I'm in like overdrive trying to find my fucking jacket so I can go drive to my parents and help my dad. Like, fuck.
Okay. What's is Kyle sleeping or is he working? Kyle. Smoke.
Yes, sir.
It was Kyle. What's Kyle doing? He's sleeping or he's working?
Either he's at work, but he's certainly not responding to you.
I know. That's why I was asking you.
I'm certainly not with Kyle.
Okay. No, I was just saying what he was doing. I didn't know. I don't know his program, so he's probably at work.
Yeah, he's at work right now, sir.
Okay. Okay, Jimmy, I'm about to get off of here. But nice talking to you guys.
Nice talking to you too. Sorry, I got all amped at the last moment. Like I didn't realize what the hell, man. You know, I like Gary Russell Jr. a lot. I think he is underrated, underappreciated. I think that he should have been on pound for pound list for years. This whole idea about his activity, meaning that you discount his skills, is some bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're gonna like collapse fucking divisions and all that shit, like he's gonna get his ass whooped.
Oh yeah, 135. Yeah, he would. Yeah, that's not debatable. I mean, the talent up there is in 135 is ridiculous. So, yeah. So, no, the Gary Russell's not dominating that. No. All right, Spoke. Before I get off, you're the only one on here.
All right. I'm gonna read the lock up my house right quick. I'll read the comment sections until Kyle comes back, and then I'll leave you guys to it. So let's go here. We got I'll hold up. Let me walk to the car. This is, oh my god, dude, what? Okay, let me scroll on up. I haven't actually paid attention to the chat since some dude was trying to get my attention with his weird troll quotes. Weird troll posts. Puto Boo Boo is still unproven. Never even defeated a world champion for his belts. He's not only not defended the world champion, he's never even faced a world champion. Or even a former world champion. Just to like agree with it and put like more onto it. But let me just keep scrolling now. I think that's the top of it that I get on my phone. So Jesus Christ. Shit. Generally keep a pair of specs in the car. I do have them. This is a terrible goddamn day. It's not currently raining, but like coming off the hill, there's a lot of water. And people don't drive the same in the rain also. Everyone's in a big rush. But let's get to Puerto. Oh yeah, that was top of it. Puerto unproven, yes. I believe I don't know about unproven. I think that is the wrong phrase. Or the wrong term. I think he's proven to be a guy that is not really worth consideration in the context of the conversation we were having about who's the best if there's only 8 weight classes. Like, Boo Boo's name does not deserve being considered. Canelo being champions in 4 weight classes, Boo Boo won 1 vacant title. Well, I mean, whatever. Canelo and his champions. I also don't think those guys would be champions if he collapsed the weight classes. So, yeah. Shakur and Tank beating Devin. Well, first we got to see in the fight. I don't have either one of those guys beating them, but Boo Boo is a YouTube boxer. Okay, I think I did get more. Right. So Shakur and Tank beating Devin. This is where I feel like I can perhaps drive and talk at the same time, and maybe you guys would also be entertained and maybe intrigued with my perspective. So the reason why I have Devin being I'll start with Shakur first. Shakur, the guy who's never fought at 135, who's most of the bulk of his career has been at featherweight fighting nobodies, that everybody feels like now is the cream of the crop at 135. Shakur is a little fat dude that fought nobody And I don't understand how anybody in their right fucking mind has been watching boxing for an extended period of time thinks that Shakur is that you would project him to beat him. Like, I could get like 50-50, but how does it you see this guy get trapped by goddamn Conceição with him left hooks over and over again, or lured into eating straight right after straight right by Oscar Valdez again and again, equals that little fucking fat boy is gonna be goddamn Shakur? I don't get it. But that's y'all. That's y'all's fucking pick. Whatever. Devin is a undersized junior middleweight fighting at lightweight, and you have a featherweight beating him because what? And I'm really talking about a featherweight that can even crack like that. We're talking about a featherweight that's outboxing ability. I think that Devin's right hand is going to be a fucking problem. I think Devin's size is going to be a problem. I think Devin is just going to pot shot that dude all fucking night and skate to a very fucking easy victory. And that's not even an interesting matchup to me, to be fucking perfectly honest with you. But yeah, a lot of people pick Shakur because I think either they don't know what they're looking at, or they're from like the East Coast or something like that, or maybe they like the more street essence of the hard scrabble like persona of Shakur versus the dad and the button down conservative almost image of Devin. But I'm looking at the science of it all. The two guys that step between the ropes, if they were to fight next, Devin has a huge advantage over Shakur Stevenson. I don't get it. A kind of advantage that Shakur has never overcome ever in his career. So, yeah. Now let's go to Tank. Tank is a little bit more of an intangibles thing versus like the sweet science. When it comes to the science of it all, I got Devin over Shakur. Tangibles, I have him over Tank. I think Tank is a guy who is trying to lure you into a trap to knock you out, but he doesn't do the requisite work outside of that thing. So if he's able to lure and confuse and basically bamboozle Devin into like walking into one of those left hands that is not it's not an uppercut, it's not a straight, it's not a hook, it's all of that shit. Like basically Tank is trying to capitalize off of your on the holes and your weaknesses and your mistakes. That's a tough out. But the reason why I have Devin is not just because of his size and his ability to control distance. It's also how focused he is in fights. And I think Tank is a guy that's easily distracted in fights and is probably going to be easy to convince to basically take the Kambosos route. Not get embarrassed necessarily and just take an L in a manner that doesn't make Devin like this huge star, right? It'll be like, oh, well, you just grabbed me the whole time, or just off of this jab, or you ran away, or whatever the fuck. It'll be something like that. But basically, I think Devin Haney will present a puzzle that Tank is not interested in figuring out outside of a knockout. If you can't get the knockout, I don't think he gives a shit. And I think Devin will be able to win. I think Tank has a way better shot at beating fucking Dev than Shakur does. Now you got a 50-50 I can get behind. You got a 50-50 fight that Tank is small enough, Shakur is small enough. Shakur is going to try to box. Tank isn't really good with left hand. maybe Shade Shakur. I don't know. It's hard for me to pick a winner in that fight. But when it comes to both of those dudes, I got Dev Haney. All right. So now, without reading you guys, let me see if anybody responds to what I just said.
Dude, I really think that Devin Haney, bro, is the best at the division. Honestly,
What'd you say?
I said I just think Devin Haney is the best at 135, bro.
Yeah, it's not big. It's his training and his attributes. He's a big ass fucking dude. He's a big ass dude that's really well fucking trained and knows how to fight a bunch of different styles. Knows how to take away what you do best and make you fight the fight you don't want to fight. That's a fucking tough ass load for all those dudes.
Yeah, and it's like, bro, how do you time somebody's jab that does so many different variations of the jab?
Sorry, one more time?
I said, how do you stop somebody's jab that does so many different variations of the jab? Like, there's no way to pinpoint what jab he's gonna give you.
Well, it's not like he doesn't have a plan B, C, and D. Like, even if you did take away the jab, like the issue is how is Tank gonna win if he doesn't fight? If he can't fight on the inside? And the question is, how does Shakur break the plane? How does Shakur actually fight the distance? Because Shakur is one of his best things about his style is he's able to control distance from range. Well, Devin is the rangier fighter. So then the question is, how good is Shakur at being a pressure fighter and being a knockout guy? I don't think he's very good at either one.
The biggest question mark for Devin Haney is, can he take a punch? Can he take that punch?
Which punch?
Tank.
Shakur's punch?
No, Tank. That's the only
nobody can take. I don't think anybody at 35 can take Tank's punch. Nobody can.
Yes, but I'm saying that's the question mark that we have is, can he take the punch from Gervonta Davis?
Well, that's not a question mark. The question isn't whether or not he can take it. The question is, can he land it and change the fight?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But like, if he get hit with that, can he survive? Is the question.
Hell nah. Let me just answer that question for you. Fuck no. Like, that's not the question for me.
So
the question is not whether or not somebody can take that shot. Hell to the no. It's not like this heavyweight, so you can go in there with somebody who's like 40 or 50 pounds bigger than you, so maybe he can take your shot. But yeah, I'm here to help my dad. I gotta like jet out for a second. I'll be back in like 30 minutes. If you're still on, I'll hit you up then. But I got a jet. It's great talking to you. I'm sorry that I was so fucking aggro on your panel and they all like.
No, it was great.
I wasn't trying to make them all run away from me, breathing fire. That was my bad.
Yeah, man, you ran everybody off.
Yeah, man, I get a little bit too fucking amped, a little bit too hyped about shit every now and again, and intimidate and scare people away. Sorry, but yeah, I'm out. Laters, guys.
All right, I'm waiting on Combo to get back. Combo posted. Here you go, right here. Combo, what's up, bro?
What's going on, bro?
What you got going on?
I'm about to go in this house and make me up some dinner. Chill. You at work today or you off?
You know, I go to work at both. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm about to.
So you getting ready?
Yeah, just about.
So you got that new schedule then?
Yeah, I got the new schedule, so we're gonna be going live a hell of a lot more than we've been normally.
All right. So I mean, you gonna let money get that other slot you was going in there?
Huh?
You gonna let money go in that other slot?
What
you be at work?
What slot?
When you be doing that like the Like the one that be around this time, probably like a little bit later around this time. The one you be doing around this time, not the first one, the second one. Go. It's gonna be a bad summer here in DC.
Why you say that?
The way they acting already, with just a little bit of heat, and you better keep that toaster on you and stay in the house. God. You better keep that toaster on you or stay in the house. Hell, just stay in the house. Don't even keep the toaster. Stay in the house. You there?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm talking. Hey, question.
Go ahead.
Do you think Gary Russell gets another chance? Do you get a title shot at 130?
No one gets him a title shot.
So what's next? Where does he go from here?
Tour, get what he can get money wise, and or forcefully retire. He's too much of a risk. Not enough name for these other title holders. And you lose your guy, and he might not fight again to another year or two.
Yeah, man, it's sad seeing Gary Russell go out like that though, bro. Like that's why I'm mad he took that fight with a shoulder being hurt like that, but
He
it
had to.
choice.
Yeah, he had to. He had to. It was no choice, nothing he could do about it, and he did what he had to do. Like he said, it's been a injury that's been consistent since I think he said since like the Olympics or the amateurs or something like that, and he he never wanted to go into surgery. I guess probably under the possibility that once you go into surgery, you get something cut, it may not come back the same. Think about Keith Thurman. He got that surgery done. He don't throw it with that same type of ambition, that same type of force no more. I don't know if it's a mental thing or truly a physical.
No, he never got surgery on it. That's why he finally got surgery.
No, Keith Thurman did. Keith Thurman did, and I'm saying like you could look at someone like who Keith Thurman after he had the surgery. He's not throwing that the same way no more. And Gary Russell probably felt the same way.
Hey, Combo.
Yeah.
So if you had to choose an opponent for Jared Hurd, who would you choose?
I would say go back down, fight Fedor. I feel like if he wins, it gives him enough motivation. Hold on. I would say if he wins, it gives him enough motivation to train hard, because I don't know how he's trained. He could be training hard. But it gives him a boost of morale. So even if he goes down, beats Fedor, he could then come back up and have that extra the extra boost of confidence that fighters need. When a fighter doubts himself in the ring, it's dangerous.
Yeah, that's the same thing with Teofimo Lopez doubting himself in the ring.
Yeah. T.O., yeah. And that's what I was saying about Rolly. I think Rolly's going to do the complete opposite and reinvent himself and come back and truly just. He's going to give up. It's not the end of it. I'm not going to say he's going to be the next best thing, or he's going to turn around and become the A side of everything. No, I'm saying he's going to reinvent himself. And he's going to come back a new fighter, and he's going to shake some things up.
Viva la Mexico!
Oh, now you back, nigga. You're a trash host.
Internet be going in and out, bro.
Between you and DJ, bro, y'all got two motherfuckers and both y'all failed.
It's fine. It's fine. Don't worry
We had a good panel today. We was actually talking boxing and shit. Then niggas fall off and can't get back on for like a half hour.
It wasn't that bad, bro. Calm down.
It's bad.
I was on there, so but it's like it's hard.
It's hard out here for a gimp.
So my question is, I don't know if we already unpacked this too many times, but what is it? Sheffield? No, not Sheffield. Michael Jr. Do you think that would happen with? Well, let me say that. I'm gonna speak for myself. I think what happened with Roy Jones Jr. may have saved his career, because if he didn't get his jaw broken, one, he would have upset it. The promotion companies that didn't want him to fight, that wanted him to take that money, he would have made enemies out of them, and also he would have gotten in that ring and been hurt and never been the same, and would have also devalued himself. Unlike Broly, he don't have the star power and the name, or he don't have the fans, enough fans behind him. He doesn't have enough core fans behind him for him to propel after that type of loss. So if he took a loss and then he just took another loss, then he took a loss against AB and also rubbing against the powers that be, I think his career ends right there. I think in hindsight, what happened with him and Roy Jones Jr. actually saved his career. Talking about him getting his jaw broken. Thoughts?
I don't know about saved it, but that's gonna mess up his paydays, future paydays, though. Because what they, you know what I mean? What are you gonna do with a broke jaw?
Shoot, Arthur Abraham fought with a broken jaw and still won, but he's a champion level fighter, fighting another champion level fighter when he did that. Also, I think this is a classic story of long money, short money. Like, you're gonna go down and you're gonna just do the quick flip and make you a cool 200, or you're gonna bust it down and you're gonna get everything off of it. You're gonna come back with the whole 26, 23. You know what I'm saying? Depending on how you. And I think what they were doing was going to get them to confidence. The father's confident in the son as he say he is, then by no question should he be worried about his son's career moving forward with, hey, this is an injury. We could get in the ring with another guy and we'll get this money and we'll get these fights and we'll be successful. I really think they was just running. I think it was a catch for the money, and that was all. That was all it was about for them, was for the money. I do think that it sucks that AB is now not just AB, because we had people on the undercard. Just that whole card has to suffer. But with that said, that shows the type of power that that promotion company has, and why someone like Gary Russell's career could be stunted to he only fights once a year, and how they could put out these narratives and make us believe that some of these fighters are ducking or they're not as good as they say they are. Like I feel like they put a lot of these promotion companies put out smear campaigns against their own fighters.
Hey, and that's why AB went through so many different fighters.
Yeah. No, you're correct. I fully agree. Hey, also, man, what's going? Go ahead.
We see how they did Ivan Redcast?
Yeah. Yeah.
You can't tell me that wasn't the PBC power play.
Yeah, you know that was that. It's the powers that be, man. Listen, you can't beat the business of boxing. You can beat fighters, you can beat promoters, you can beat the fighter, you can beat the trainer. Hell, you can beat the drug test sometimes, a lot of times. But what you can't beat is the business. The business of boxing always wins. Oh man, you dropped out of there, Big Kyle. I just think that it sucked because he seemed highly motivated. He seemed like he was able to say AB. He seemed highly motivated. It seemed that he made the right picks for dance partners. You know, he had the right type of partner that was going to show up and push him, but not push him too much. Sell the tickets. Like it was a nice match. It was good matchmaking, solid matchmaking. Not going to say great because yes, it was still a one-sided fight. But it could have went either way or either way. But I do believe that this could be the final nail in AB's coffin, and if it does, what happens with AB as it not just as a fighter but as a person? Does he become one of those fighters that we speak about where, you hear fighters talking about that? Hey man, I see these old fighters and they hurting, they can't do this, they can't do that, they begging for money to get something to eat. You know, the new young fighters is buying them a sandwich and making sure that they can, get them a pair of shoes because they can't afford shoes no more. I'm not saying AB will be that bad, but it's a possibility if he's been spending money and having financial issues the way that he said. And if he doesn't get these fights, what happens? Anyone has any ideas?
Combo.
Yeah, man.
Combo.
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you, Kyle.
All right. Yeah, man. Hey, I'm gonna end this thing and then start a new one up in a couple minutes.
All right, man.
You good? You all right?
Yeah, I'm all right. Go ahead. I'm driving.
All right, for sure. We're gonna get up in a second. I had to
all right.
My phone just died, so I gotta charge it up for a little bit, then get it going again. In the words of the great philosopher, I want y'all to breathe the air and live life. You know, it's always a treat when players meet. Thank y'all for breaking bread with me, man. With that, we out.
Peace.